Okay, we are live.
Welcome back to our GURPS Hammer campaign. I am Rigel, your GM for tonight's session. This campaign will be utilizing the GURPS 40 rules, but is set in the Empire of Man, found in Warhammer Fantasy role-playing setting, and in Warhammer Fantasy Battles, and in Warhammer Total War, etc. In addition to our live streams on Twitch, this and all future sessions will be available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Links will be found in the descriptions. Nosh is back with us tonight, just in time for the, hopefully, season finale.
Hello.
FX, I need a roll for your secret into the skull, and do you have any character business for Christoph?
Okay. Should I put in some extra hit points just in case?
Hey, it's entirely up to you.
I don't. I have
Damn,
2
that was
points.
a good idea.
I have 2 points. I don't know where to put them.
Speaking of that, yeah, since I was the one that canceled last session, everybody was going to be available. Everybody will go ahead and get a character point for that session. So you'll have 3.
Okay. Let's. Can you table that for like 5 minutes? I'm gonna just kind of go through my stuff again.
Sure. Just go ahead and shoot me the secret roll, and I will move on.
Yep. Thank you.
Cool. Nosh, do you have any character business for Infus?
Oh, do I? So did I hear correctly? We're getting a character point for
Yes.
the last session? Okay.
Yes, because the GM said, "Oh crap, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it." Also, I'm not ready.
So I'm going to use the last of the scrolls I had to learn the block spell.
Okay. I got to remember which one the block is. What does that do?
It's there in the chat for you.
Oh, well, that's useful. Subjects DB for, do you have any? Okay, I see. So you could go 5 points. I'm gaining 5 DB for instantaneously for a single defense roll. Gotcha.
Exactly. So what should I roll to learn that spell?
Dang it. We had this last time and you've been gone and I have completely forgotten. I want
make a note?
it's entirely possible, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Stop, hit, switch. Not there. Maybe not. I want to say it's going to be just IQ plus your majory.
Yeah, that seems to me what we did before.
I'm just trying to remember where the heck I saw that. I think it was in the taverns. Yeah. We'll just go with that for now, and easy peasy.
Okay, so I'll spend a point to get the skill, or the spell, sorry. And yes, because I was out of commission, I've got like 4 character points to spend on stuff. So maybe I'd love to boost that block up, but we can leave it at 1 point for now. Otherwise, I think that's it.
Cool. Gigerman, do you have any character business for Jorg?
I put another point in my combo, which I was going to point out, Ronki, that the skill type selection on the skill edit is being weird. The drop down is overflowing. So we don't have a type for combination, which is probably not something that can be helped, but it may need to be looked at. I don't know. Anyway, that and went ahead and added a Form Mastery perk just because I'll probably never ever use it.
Which one is that?
That's the one that lets you change skill without having to use a ready action.
What do you mean it's overflowing?
It's overflowing the drop down. So if you scroll it, it'll actually be weird, or at least it's doing that to me.
Super weird.
Are you looking at the stream at all?
I am not.
Is it any problem to have a look at the stream? Because
I'm not set up to do that. We can talk about that later.
Because it seems.
What are you talking about? He's going to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm curious. What do you mean? Where's it overflowing? You said skill type?
Yeah, skill type. So if you edit the skill and there's the skill type drop down, if you scroll that down, actually, it's not doing it, not on that one. It was only doing it on the combo.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it seems to be working fine for me.
Oh, and now it's not doing that because of course it isn't.
That's standard operating procedure. Whenever I'm running into that stuff, I make sure to get the technical support guy on the phone so it will not or it won't do what I was seeing it to do anymore.
Okay, so for QA purposes, that skill had a blank type. It did not have a typeset, and when I scrolled the list, it got weird. So I'm guessing that's the cause.
Interesting.
So when it starts blank.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on. Mel, do you have any character business for Copperton?
Yeah, I have a note from last time that I rolled detect lies at default, so I think I need to make an IQ roll to see if I can go ahead and get the skill.
That is correct.
That's a success by 4.
All right. Yep. So you can put a point into it if you wish to.
Awesome. And I think that's it for me.
Cool. Ronki, I need a roll for your secret into the skull. And do you have any character business for Soren?
Well, I've been saving points to get my my little birds, but I don't think that's eventuating in this session.
Well, that would be a spoiler.
So, I will hold on to the points, and I will end up, if I don't get the ally group, then I'll save up for something like luck.
Very good. All right. So last session, the squad was dispatched to the pit, where they were promptly set upon by maddened lunatics, and Soren was pretty badly injured. Once you won through, you pressed on to Fort Blackfire, better known as the Northern Barracks, where you discovered it was under siege, which is never a good sign, and nobody seemed to know. Inside, Lieutenant Brate was revealed to be grievously injured, and she breveted York to sergeant because she needed a sergeant, not another corporal. She already had a corporal. And that was only minutes before a great mass of locals threw themselves at the wall. And once again, we recognized, oh yeah, mass combat's kind of broken. It's not great. It needs work. But they were repulsed. However, by the time that was done, the night was upon you, and Morslib hung over the town. Jorg led his squad into the pit, intending on seeking out magical healing. You visited the nearby Sigmar temple, where you found some bodies inside, and Soren, quote, secured, unquote, several rather expensive-looking items that he claimed to be protecting. I'm certain that won't come back and bite him in the butt. He pressed on to the Shalian Mercy House, where you found the Sigmar priest being attended to by the Shalian sister, Brigitte. Enfys emerged from a hidden cellar, babbling about needing to stop them, and then other things happened. But instead of going to that, we're going to zoom in on Enfys, and he's going to blink, and then he's once again in a cell. Well, maybe it's a cell. He's not entirely sure. He's tied to a chair. He can't really see anything. They got a bag over his head or something like that. And he is very, very, pretty close to intoxicated, because it feels more like you've been drugged into a terrible, terrible stupor. But you, Enfys, you are aware that that some time has passed, but you can't really tell how much time, because whatever it is that you've been drugged with, whoever it is, they keep feeding it to you, and it's like, oh man! And then suddenly you're swimming in a sea of weirdness once more. So you do seem to be figuring out how to, it's like you're burning it off a lot faster than they would, whoever it is that they would or they were expecting. In fact, you're gonna vaguely hear them make that comment, again, how's he doing this? It must be a pyromancer thing. at one point, and so as a result, and this is just for everybody else's knowledge as well, is I provided Enfys with the neutralize poison spell. Normally, this is a spell that is going to have some requirements, like I think it's like cure disease or something like that, which is like there's no way Enfys can learn this normally. However, in this case, he can only use it on himself, and it is reflected with the pyromancy thing. He's basically burning the stuff off. So
Excellent.
at some point in there, while you are semi-conscious, you are going to definitely be aware that there's a couple of other people that are also in the same room, and they seem to be like in the same sort of condition that you are in. And you will hear some people basically bringing another person in and like securing them to the to another chair or something like that. And unfortunately, you can't really tell what's going on based off of this stuff, and you're like just barely conscious. But after a couple moments, you'll hear this conversation, and you'll sort of recognize it, but you also don't really. It doesn't sort of really register as super important because of hey, you've been drugged out of your mind. But you will recognize the voices. One of them, oh my God, how did I not put those characters up there? That's a great job, GM. This is a professional GM, guys. One of them is absolutely your brother. And of course, I completely forgot to get rid of the extra thing. Don't need that.
He is no longer unknown.
Well, he wasn't unknown to begin with, except for people who didn't know who he was. And that was the people who briefly talked to him. And he sounds like he is in the process of talking to his wizard master or mistress, whatever, Atelka. And she is complaining about the latest person. Okay, I was just confirming that when I clicked on that. Oh, right, yeah. Whoops, it still says unknown, doesn't it?
You must
Where's-
identify them.
Yeah, it's like, where the hell do I do that again? There we go. That and that should do it. Yep, just
It
takes a
has.
second. Yay! She is complaining about whoever it is, the latest person they brought in is another guard, and Brynmore comments that he said that she's an unsanctioned user or caster, and Atelka promptly corrects him with "It said it's a demon. It's not human." At any rate, once you're finished dosing them, gather your gear. We're leaving, which causes Brynmore to make a sound that you will recognize. Well, I mean, you grew up with him. He's making that confused "huh" sound. She's like, "I was tasked to bring ruin to Bögenhafen. That is done. We linger here. This demon will kill us with his damned ritual. So we're leaving." Then time gets a little wobbly again for you, and you start emerging from your stupor. You're like realizing, oh, hey, I'm burning this off. I have already taken the liberty of rolling off of your neutralized poison beforehand, and good roll, by the way. And you will realize that yes, you are absolutely tied to a chair. You cannot see what is going on because it feels like there is definitely like a burlap bag over your head or something. From the ambient sounds of the room, you can definitely hear some other people breathing, and you'll be able to probably hear like the sounds of little fires. So how does he immediately react?
I think he's going to try to test his bonds.
Okay. Yep. They feel, well, definitely like rope.
Am I gagged?
Not really. It's just the bag, sort of like over your head.
So I will. I think I'll call out my brother's name and say, Brynmore, Brynmore, what's going on? What have you done?
You will hear a couple of muffled groans from various unfamiliar voices, but you do not get a response. And those groans mostly sound like people who may be stoned out of their gourd.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to create fire and try and create it onto my onto whatever's binding my hands.
Is that create fire or ignite fire? Does that matter?
Oops, wrong button.
That's fine. I actually think ignite fire would be the more correct one because I think
Yes.
create is like a sphere, and if you did that, then you would potentially burn your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what level is that going to be that you are going to use? I can guarantee you that 4 and 3 would probably burn through rope fairly easily.
I was thinking about 3 myself.
All right. Yep, that's fine. You are able to you're like takes a little bit of maneuvering to ensure that you don't accidentally burn yourself. But it's like you stick your finger up there against the rope and channel it, and you're able to cut right through that rope, and you will be able to now be complete. Cut through the ropes. You're no longer tied to the chair. And what's his next action?
I'm going to pull this burlap sack off my head and
All
quickly
right.
look around.
All right. So you are in a fairly large cellar room, maybe. Feels more like a cellar than upstairs. And there are 5 chairs, and, basically around a big circle that has the nice star on it. All of them, or actually not all of them. The guy immediately to your right is very, very large, and it looks like that chair is probably kind of straining to keep him intact. The person to your right is dressed pretty much like you are, with the guardsman tabard, as is the person directly to that person's left, and then off to the fat guy's left is a person who's like basically wearing bluish robes.
Okay. I'm going to pull the burlap sacks off of everyone's head so I can see if I can identify these people.
All right. Okay. So, what I need now from Gigerman and Mel and Soren is I need you to close your characters, please.
Oh, right.
And if you will see in the characters, there are 3 characters present that should be present now. Even though I know Daniel hates to play females, he probably should play Elsie. But the person immediately to your right. Actually, I can just do it this way too. Person immediately to your right is Christoph. The person immediately across from there is Sergeant Elsie. That would be her. The person directly across there is going to be your very, very good friend Hans Peter, and the person sitting there is on here somewhere, Franz Steinhager. So for those of you who have picked characters, if you definitely check on the notes, I have various character notes about how they managed to get there. All of them look very, very groggy. Yeah, go ahead.
You want us just to randomly pick, or have you allocated?
It looks like No, it looks like a couple people picked, so I guess you're going to be playing Enfys's enemy, Hans Peter.
And Christoph's character is indeed Christoph's character in this circle.
Yeah, like everybody else, no one actually has any equipment. So even Enfys and Christoph will have to ignore the equipment they would normally be utilizing. Yeah, I'm waiting. I was waiting, halfway expecting FX to chime in to go. Wait, what?
No, I'm just trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to process.
Yeah, apparently you were tied to a chair, and you remember leaving the bar. You're not sure when, but you left the bar with Christoph or with Enfys and Sergeant Rudy, and then everything sort of went wobbly, and you don't remember much until Enfys is pulling a bag off your head and shaking you to wake you up.
Okay, I am going to go up to Christoph. I'm going to look Christoph in the eye and I'm going to say, wake up, wake up. And I kind of shake him to see if he gets out of his grogginess.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have everybody, all of the non-Enfys characters are basically gonna be like tipsy, which is -1 to Dex, I think.
Dex and
Let me look.
IQ.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So do I wake up?
Yeah, everybody's gonna be able to be restored.
What the heck? Where am I? Enfys, where the hell you been? Haven't seen you in.
No, stop. You
Oops.
have been with him the entire time. You have
Oh.
not been with the other guys looking for him.
Oh,
Yes. Super confusing, isn't it?
That was almost a John Wick. Oh,
okay then.
The last thing you guys did was you snuck into that, into the lawyers or into the Steinhager place to stash the ring, and then you went back to the inn or the tavern, and got a little even more inebriated, and then everything sort of goes hazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll undo his bonds.
Easy peasy.
And I'm going to walk over and with Else, with Hans Peter, and Franz, I'm going to cast Aura on each of them.
Okay. I have to remind myself what Aura does.
Just put it in the chat for you.
Yep. See, that is for, okay, now keep track of the, that's going to be, keep track of your threshold there. You will be zeroed out. Click, better skill roll shows whether the subject has magic resistance or magic susceptibility. All right. Okay.
So for for Elsie,
all right. She absolutely does have, well, they call it warp resonance, but it's majory.
Okay. And do I get a sense of her being possessed or?
Whether the subject is possessed or controlled in any way, no, that does not seem to be the case, and the subject does not seem to be in the grip of any violent emotion because, well, she's probably mostly unconscious until restored.
Okay. I walk over to Hans Peter and go, what to do? What to do? The temptation is real.
you could just set his hair on fire and be done with it.
That would be really funny.
Peter.
Enfys,
Peter.
are you behind this? I know you're behind this in some way.
Thought we were unconscious.
And so I'll cast Aura on Peter.
And the same results. Definitely has majory, does not seem to be possessed or controlled, and does not seem to be in the grip of any violent emotion.
Okay. And last but not least is Franz.
And success by 5. That is also going to be the same, which is kind of interesting that Franz Steinhager is capable of spellcasting. That's not something that is frequently known.
Okay.
He had actually disappeared the last you had heard about it because if you recall, the Steinhager house was that was where you guys found the secret underneath it in the sewers, the secret shrine. It was underneath his building, and then the witch hunters bashed in the secret door that you discovered and went upstairs, and he had disappeared.
Okay. So I will go and, as I'm undoing Hans Peter's bonds, I'll say, no, you putz. I don't know what's going on, but you and I are both victims of someone's chicanery. So I'm going to do you gooder here and undo your bonds, and we're going to figure out what the hell happened. And then I will go over to Elsie and Franz and do the same thing.
So looking around, Hans Peter is actually going to recognize where you're at. This is a cellar. It's sort of like a summoning thing that the master, or his master, utilized. Didn't really do much summoning, but it was apparently here when his master Blitzen obtained this this mansion, which strongly indicates you are downstairs of the Blitzen mansion in the Adel Ring.
I know where we are. This is the cellar of my master's mansion.
Interesting. So, how did we all get here? Everyone, I'm curious to know, what do you remember last?
I remember I don't speak to peasants.
I forgot. He's got intolerant of the pores.
Well, Franz, that's all nice, but I'd really like you to cooperate and help us get a better understanding of what's going on and why we're here. How about you, Elsie?
Elsie will just kind of scratch the back of her neck, and she looks confused. She's like, I have no idea how I got here at all.
Peter? Hans Peter?
I was charmed by the apprentice of... how's that pronounced? Etelka Herzen?
I think that apprentice is my brother.
Dun dun dun.
Man, how did you piss both of us off? Anyway.
So you are behind this in some way.
No,
you and your
putz.
cursed family.
No, you putt, I'm not. I'm as mystified by this as you are, and disappointed in my brother, and wondering what he's got himself wrapped up with. It seems to me now. Is there a skill I could roll to kind of determine what the hell we have been a part of here?
Doesn't look like anything yet. It
Well,
just looks like you've been. This definitely looks like it was in preparation for some sort of ceremony or ritual or.
All right. Elsie's actually going to look around and see if she can find a weapon of some sort.
There's some candles.
Yeah, I think right now the only thing that's really in here are like the candelabras, or maybe the chair. You can use that temporarily.
I think what Envis would like to know is a suspicion confirmed that they have been involved in some ritual to summon some terrible thing.
Let's see.
Well, we don't appear to have been bled, or do we?
So actually thinking through that, Franz is absolutely probably not going to mention it, but is absolutely going to recognize this is the same sort of layout that he had downstairs, and they did have to do some, shall we say, bloodletting to summon something of a demon. Right. Now I need to double check that to see what the range is.
Yeah,
Because I
feel like
didn't.
that was hostile intent.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Okay, so this is also an area spell. Right. So can be cast on one person or a whole area of cast on an area. Let's see. So I wonder how big of an area is he planning on casting that?
Well, what's the base level, or is it 1 hex?
Oh, crap. I didn't share all of those, did I?
Well, I may have missed that.
No, I was planning on actually updating all of the characters' spells, but I ran out of time. And I
Okay,
do,
but
in
that doesn't
fact,
say what the base
believe
area is.
I do area spells. I do. I have the. Yay! I actually have the thing open. I just have to find it again. Area spells. Area size. The base cost is 1 for 1 yard radius, times 2 for a 2 yard radius, times
Yeah,
3 for a
okay.
3 yard radius, and so on.
Well, I mean, he would have wanted to get the entire room and possibly a little more, which is going to be fairly costly, I assume. I also suspect that he probably doesn't give a crap.
That's true. This is this is going to be important for everyone. Is you'll need to keep track of what your threshold score is, which it starts at 0, and everybody's going to be at 0, because you haven't done anything for a while, and it's replenished, and it increases based off of the spells that you cast. I have the thing there. So, for example, if he went and did a 10-yard one, I think that would be 10 times whatever the base cost is. It looks like the base cost is 1, so that would be like 10 points into the threshold. You only have to go over 30 that fun things start to happen.
Well, we'll stick with that. Looks like we've got approved token moves on.
Oh, sorry. Shoot me off.
And how do you get to that readout of the spell?
It's an ability, and
Right.
I forgot to replace all of those.
Oh, so the one in the abilities thing is actually different from the one that I have on the sheet.
Is it? Okay. I have two.
Well, the one I have on the sheet doesn't have the explanation.
It does. Yeah, because I forgot to.
Right.
I ran out of time. I think I did it with some of them, but it's if there's a spell on there that you want me to share, I can go ahead and share it, and you can probably do what I would do is just drag and drop or replace the old one, and then increase whatever the level is as necessary, if you even want to bother with that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll spend the 10. I'll do 10 yards. Is probably about right, and he'll shuffle to the middle of the room to make that a little more, I don't know, efficient.
Okay, so let's see here. I think Enfys and Hans Peter, when they are talking to one another, may ping as hostile, but I'm not sure if they are classified as hostile to you. Elsie absolutely knows who Franz Steinhager is and absolutely does not like him. So she may ping hostile to him. Christoph just looks confused. Right, so, but otherwise there does not seem to be, what is 10, how far out does 10 go? Yeah, there does not appear, actually. Let me double check something. Dang. Wow, I just sort of played myself there. So, yeah, it doesn't ping anything.
Roger.
All right, next steps.
Okay, so I'm going to, if either using a thaumaturgy or occultism isn't going to necessarily give me insights, I kind of just want to know if we have been part of something bad, and picking up on what the my brother's head wizard said. It sounds to me like we've been part of a pretty awful ritual.
Or are going to be part of a ritual. Yeah, go ahead and give me a thaumaturgy check then. All right. So looking at this, your placement does in fact seem to indicate, yeah, this is probably a ritual of some sort. But it does not look like it has actually happened yet.
Interesting. Any insights as to if us leaving the circle is somehow going to effectively?
No, it doesn't feel like activated or charged.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys would all feel that because you all have majories, so it doesn't feel like that's the case. Although magic does feel really, really potent right now.
Okay.
Almost
Well-
like any failure could be a critical failure, and any critical failure could be really, really bad.
Okay. And is there anything in this room that we could find that they've left behind, clues, etc., etc.?
Just what you see. You've got the 4 candelabras in the corners. You've got little candle thing holders that are at the tips of each of the pentagram stars. You got the chair. You've got the big thing.
Okay. Well, then I say we get the heck out of here and see if we can't at least get out into the open air.
Franz is already trying the door.
All right, let's see. So the door does, in fact, seem to be locked from the outside. Actually, hold on. I did completely fail at that. So, Franz, you rolled a sense foes and you succeeded by 0.
Yes.
This entire area is currently a very high mana, which means
Oh.
any failure equals a critical failure. So he needs to. I got to find that table. This could be wildly entertaining.
Did that fail?
You succeeded by 0. You are tipsy. -1.
So it didn't work anyway.
No, So he failed it by -1, which means it goes into a critical fail.
Right, but it didn't work.
The critical spell failure.
I didn't detect any hostility because it didn't work. Never mind the critical effects.
Right. So sorry.
Okay, so my head's about to explode, and that'll be the end of that.
Maybe not. So just critical spell failure table. That one is that, which I don't think you're going to have in the thing because you don't use it very often. In fact, I'm trying to think of when's the last time you've actually played a spellcaster.
I don't believe I ever have.
I think Thorindil started to learn some spells.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, is this is just a straight up roll?
Yep, that's interesting. Spell produces the reverse of the intended effect.
So I think everybody's hostile.
Or I'm wondering if that's not what the intended effect. The intended effect is for you to detect hostility. So would not the reverse be
So
that
I
everybody
project
else
hostility?
everybody else realizes, oh man, he's super hostile.
I don't know if that really changes anything. And he probably did already anyway. Okay, given that nothing externally happened, so the door is locked, so I'm not familiar enough with apportation to know if you can use that to unlock a door.
Huh.
There's Lock Master, but apportation, I think, is like moving things physically.
And I hesitate to get us into a thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would not have thought of that, but I guess
Yeah, it's just levitation, but so it really kind of depends on whether or not he knows enough about a lock to actually be able to move it properly for that.
It also kind of depends on the lock, I would think.
Also, yeah, definitely. If
Give
it's a
me
bar, he can move that.
give me a universe reaction roll. If it's like good or better, then it's just definitely it's a simple bar that they put on the other side. In which case, I think apportation would work.
Not today.
Unfortunately, it is very clearly an actual lock.
Okay, so if he actually has any sort of lockpicking skills, which I would be surprised if he did, I do not see anything related. So I'm guessing we're SOL in that regard.
He's pretty much he's normally he's normally got people for that.
Well, he's going to use people for that. He's going to bang on that door and say, "Let us out."
Right. So Franz Steinhager starts banging on the door. What is everybody else doing when this happens?
The candles, are they like oil fires?
No, they're candles. Actual candles.
Well, Hans will grab a couple of the candles, and he intends to use them as a potential weapon, like throw the melted wax in the face of whoever opens that door.
Okay. What about Sergeant Elsie?
I am not sure. She doesn't have anything that could deal with a locked door other than like joining Franz and banging on it.
She usually has pull for that too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say she knows Kristoff.
Well, oh wait, never mind. She's a lock
But-
picking, but she doesn't have any picks.
Right.
How
Well, if Franz would
frustrating.
listen to her, she could probably talk him through apportating the lock mechanism, but I don't think he will.
What about Kristoff and Enfys? What are you guys doing?
I'm just considering whether I want to light part of this door on fire.
Yeah, just melt the lock like Qui-Gon. Oh, Kristoff is BRB.
Yeah, just hurl a fireball at it. It's okay that
Nah.
Franz is there.
I think his thing ignite fire. When I looked that up, I was like, "Holy cow! This thing is a really awesome spell because it's like
Yeah.
the fourth level for an effect
So-
as though burning magnesium or phosphorus had been held to
Yeah.
the subject." I'm like,
So I think-
"Oh,
I think that's what I'll do is I'll just simply. Does this thing have like a hinge that we can see on our side?
I'm back.
Probably
Well, it wouldn't be very
not.
secure if it did.
Yeah, I'd say probably not. You can probably tell where the lock is, but the hinges are probably on the other side, contrary to whatever this image may show.
Okay, so I'm gonna just I think I'm just gonna cast ignite fire at that level of 4 on the lock itself.
All right, so yeah, you just walk over there and out of the way, Pack.
I don't have lock picking, but I do have forced entry.
Might
Yeah,
need that after.
Yeah, that could be useful as well. All right, ignite fire by 6. Whew. All right, yeah. So you just sort of stick your finger there, and it got the blue-white flame as it just burns right through that lock like it's not even there. I think that is. Let's see. Ignites coal in 1 second, heavy wood into 2 seconds. So let's see. That would be maybe 3 seconds tops. Or heck, no, you don't even need to do that. You could probably just do like 2 seconds and go around the dang lock on the wood.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that is not a problem. The door will then creak open, and you will see 2 dudes who look very, very surprised at seeing you standing there because they weren't expecting the door to do that.
Haha, cultists.
And
I'm sure
They
you had
are-
mentioned it, but what do we have our gear on
Nope.
us?
Nope.
We don't have any of our gear. Yeah.
nope.
Enfys wants to. I'm going to take a look at them. They've just seen this. I want to use fast talk to say, Graham, if you don't want to get burned. If you want to get burned, stick around. It's your call.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Are these quote unquote cultists familiar to Franz?
They are not. Well, technically, that's a good question. Give me a universal reaction roll.
I take that to mean that
It's
the
possible.
garb and such are familiar. Wow. Okay.
Wow, good reaction. So, just as Infant
Bob?
starts talking, and he will absolutely recognize at least 2 of them as having once been, or at least one of them to have having been with the Ordo Septenarius.
You there, what's your name? What's the meaning of this?
And then he sort of realized their eyes kind of look sort of empty.
Right.
Okay, so Enfys is attempting to fast talk them, and as you are talking, just as well as to Franz, he's going to realize their eyes are not focused right. It's like they are here but not here, maybe semi-possessed, maybe mind-controlled, something like that. But they are going to be going for the short swords that they have at their side. However, they don't get to go for a bit. So, top of the round, it will be Kristoff will be reacting first, apparently. I don't know why, but because maybe his dex is higher than hers.
Because I'm
Yep,
really
his dex
fast.
is because his dex is higher than hers. Right. So do keep in mind the -1 to dex and IQ. And I just realized that I have a typo on that effect, because it's -1 to dex and instead of and.
Well,
Wait a-
would I be correct in concluding that we've all been in here too long to be familiar with the whole puppeteering situation?
Yes and no. Franz is going to be slightly familiar with it. He is going to be aware of the fellow, Gideon, the who was ostensibly the Hans Tugend's cousin, but Franz is aware that, frankly, he's a demon. He is going to be aware that the dude could do this. Nobody else is going to be familiar with it, though.
Right. Well, if he does actually recognize that and know that, he is not an idiot. He will inform the others, because I know
They're
things that you
possessed.
don't. These men are possessed.
All right. So, Kristoff, targeting cultist 07.
Yeah, you said they don't have their swords drawn currently.
That is correct. They're
they're
clearly
reaching for
in the slow process of reaching for them.
Can I combine a heroic charge with like a determined, like a +4 to hit on a melee? Is that legal?
You mean all out?
Wait.
I guess it'd be all out attack determined for the +4 to skill.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
I think that's right.
Yeah. Let's see. So, how far? What's your normal move anyway? Is it 6 or 7?
7 unencumbered.
Okay,
What was it again?
So, he was doing a heroic charge and all out attack determined.
Okay. No. Heroic charge is only for move and attack.
Yeah, so move and attack, and then I can't do all out attack.
You don't need heroic charge for move and attack, or for all out. You automatically get half your move.
Yeah, but that will not let him get into close, which I think he's going to need to get into
well, you
close.
can't use all out for that.
Okay, so let's do the move and attack.
Yeah, so
to
use the heroic
cultist number 7.
Yeah, to get into his pecs.
He's gonna go for like, it's a -5 to the face, huh? Just trying to figure out how to. Is there any place where I could attack that might be like some sort of a vulnerability? That's like a minus, I guess, the vitals, but that wouldn't be a punch. Punch him in the nuts, maybe.
Good.
Or
I'm trying to remember what that
a kick.
is.
Yeah, there's the famous knee strike to the groin.
That's
groin is -3.
Oof.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
You know what? Let's just go for the shoot, I don't know what to do. What would be fun? Maybe try to grab the sword from his waist before he does. Is that still is that a targeted attack?
What were they doing? They're doing a ready action?
Yeah, when it comes to their turn, they're planning.
Oh, they haven't gone yet.
No, they haven't gone yet.
Okay.
Because the door just opened and they went, what?
You know what? Can I do? Let's just keep it simple. Can I do like a wild swing and just wherever I hit him and roll randomly?
Sure.
I'll do that.
That works.
So I'll roll for my punch, which is a 12. Success by 4, so potential hit.
Right. Let's see about my dodge. What's my dodge going to look like? That is a fail by 8. Wow.
Almost as bad as you can get.
That was a pretty bad dodge.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. How would that work in a punch?
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't do anything extra.
Unless you want to say hit him in the solar plexus.
what does that do in terms of?
It doesn't do any additional damage, but it does provoke a knockdown roll.
Okay. He ran up there and went wham right into the stomach. All right. How much damage did you do?
0? I don't know. Is there a minimum 1 here or what? Or is it a 0? That sucks.
No,
I know we
Which
talked
one
about
is
that
the
before.
which one is the minimum one?
there's the goddamned minimum
this is so
damage
sad.
rule.
Oh, right.
Damn
Yeah.
minute.
You
This
have
is
that
so
note.
sad.
It is super sad when that happens.
Well,
Yeah, okay. So let's see.
so then I guess I'm done if no damage.
Minimum is okay. Any damage left over after subtracting DR from basic. Yeah, that's Daniel's public thing. It doesn't say anything about bludgeoning or crush up. Yeah, burning, crushing. If there's penetrating damage, the damage after this multiplier determines the injury, the hit point lost, round fractions down, but the minimum injury is 1 hit point for any attack that penetrates DR at all. So is that everything?
Oh, down at the bottom. The B37,
A
378.
negative modifier can't reduce damage below 0 if the attack does crushing damage or below 1 ounce. So it can go to 0. That's,
Yeah.
oh well, so close. So you hit him, but sadly
Yeah,
it was
it
a
wasn't-
glancing blow.
That sucks. Anyway, so let's see. Moving on. Come on, LC.
Okay.
That's Sergeant LC to you.
All right. So I have never played somebody who can cast spells, so I will probably have a lot of questions.
No worries.
All right. So, if it doesn't say in the spell, is it able to be cast at a distance?
It depends on what the spell is. So I may not have actually gotten around to putting the you're saying that Giger, all 5 of these characters can cast spells.
Well, yeah, I realize that here,
Yeah.
but I mean, as a PC group.
Yeah. So what
So
spell
the way it
are
works,
you?
if it's a regular spell, if the target, you're at a penalty equal to the number of hexes the target is away from you or your staff if you're casting it through a staff.
Okay. And it is a regular.
There
Yeah,
is
what
a spell
spell?
called Throw Spell, which will turn any regular spell into a ranged attack spell.
Okay. So, all right. She does not have that. So I think what she's going to do on this turn is just move in. Yeah. So she's just going to move, and her current move is, I think, 6. I have too many windows.
No, 7.
Oh well, isn't she at a -1 though because of tipsy?
No, not the basic move. Just to
Okay.
IQ or Dex checks or any spells or skills underneath those.
All right. So she's going to shove past Franz, like just shove him out of the way. Okay. So she's going to go there for 5. And she'll try to throw a punch this turn, even with the move penalty.
Okay.
You have to go into their hex, so you'll need 1 more.
Okay.
So
it took her 5 to
is
get
she
there.
gonna? Okay, so is she gonna burn the fatigue so she doesn't cap at 9?
You know what? Nah, she's just going to throw a punch. So capped at 9.
Here comes the 3. Does
I'm
Wouldn't
just
that
going
be
to roll
funny?
3d6. I think it's a 9 or below. It's fine.
Mills dice are fickle.
8. She does
Okay, this is number 7 who is gonna have to try to dodge again. No, wait, is that 7? Yeah, I guess it is 7. I used the wrong one previously. It's okay. He missed me. 7. Let me see if I can't dodge and fail by 5. I see where my dice are
Okay.
tonight.
Okay. I don't think she has anything fun for damage.
Probably
Nope.
not.
So
Does she have brawling?
Yeah,
she does, yes.
How many points does she have in it?
0.
just like him. She
Brawling.
has just 2 points in it.
Don't think that's enough for the extra damage.
Yeah, does GCA not auto-calculate that?
It might.
All right. Good times.
Give me a sec to get to the window. Okay.
All right. Hans will clap his hands together and say Shazam as a lightning bolt begins to form between his hands.
All right.
That doesn't work as well if it has to build up.
Well, Enfys has the same problem with fireballs.
Yeah, but Emphas wants to see if he fails his create spell roll.
He really wants that. How big of a lightning bolt are you planning on utilizing? Just the 1 to 3, the 1 second one?
It will be a 3 point.
All right. Keep track of your threshold.
How were you intending for us to do that, by the way?
The way
Do
Enfys
it
was
as a
doing
resource.
it is on. Yeah, he created a resource. That's how Enfys did it, and then he just increased it as he was calling it the power tally, and he just increased it as necessary. Ultimately, it's you're fine until you hit that 30 point mark.
So it's always
Or
30?
it is unless you obtain there's like a increased. It's generally yes, but there is like an advantage I think that allows you to increase the upper threshold. I just don't know how much it is or what it is.
Is there a maximum threshold?
No,
Like that
um,
you can't go over?
no. Well, theoretically, no. The thing is like after you pass 30, that's where you start rolling on the what is that table called? The calamity table. And for every 5 points above the 30, that's an additional +1 on that calamity table roll. So if you have your thresholds at 45, that's 15 points over, so that'd be a +3 when you roll. And if you recall, you may not, it was a really long time ago, some of the calamity results will reduce your threshold level. So you can go, hey, I'm at 45, and it's like, yeah, and you rolled this thing, and now your threshold is 15. So you're a bit over, or a bit more than a 15 over now. All right, Hans Peter cast. He was successful by 1. So that would have been success by 0 since you have the tipsy condition. So that spell will go off next round.
Question: I see Enfys has 3 points of injury. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's stuff that you had not healed from the other stuff. And apparently you've been just sort of sitting here and not doing great. You were
Okay.
also infected, but you have sweated that out too. So good job on that.
All right. Okay, so Enfys is going to cast Fireball.
I sort of envision that poor bastard about to be fireballed and lightninged.
And I will step and cast the Fireball.
All right. So success by 8. Wow, that's a really good roll. Cultist number 4 will successfully spend his round readying his
I
weapon.
appear to have been skipped.
Nope, you are dead last. It's because you're carrying a lot of extra bulk.
It's not sorting that way.
Yeah, it's. I have noticed it's kind of weird.
You can turn that off. I don't think I like that. It's a little confusing sometimes.
I think. Where do you turn that off?
It's in the preferences. Yeah.
I wish you could do that on the combat tracker because
I
like it. No, I mean where you can set it on the combat tracker to turn it on or off. Because I like having it like the first round because you don't know if a dude is faster than you are until the round goes.
True.
Where is that? That is
combat.
I don't know where that's at. Combat NPC, that's random. That's shown turn order. Friendly. Oh, so it's probably off or all. I guess we'll see.
Right.
Well, Cultist number 4 has managed to draw his sword, but that is all he can do because it was a ready action. Cultist 7 is also going to draw his sword, but he's going to backpedal away in the process. So I don't know how that works with Kristoff and Sergeant Elsie both being in the same sort of hex.
They're effectively in close combat still.
Now it's Franz's turn. And
Well, Franz isn't doing anything because the peasants are fighting the other peasants. It's not my job.
well, he could theoretically look at his spells. I don't know if he has anything that might be useful for him.
Doesn't matter. I'm saving my stuff. Peasants can fight the peasants.
All right, Kristoff. The dude now has his sword out.
Okay. Well, what's the is it the +2 damage? There's an all-out attack for the +2 damage.
That make sure you can't defend.
Oh,
but
never mind,
yeah,
never mind. Let's
I'm
do.
cool with it.
No, I'm going for a knockout. So, excuse me. So I'll step and telegraphic. Oh, because he can parry with the sword, huh? I'm just gonna go for it, dude. He's pissed off right now that he was tied
And
up
confused.
and
And
confused, but
super
mostly pissed off.
confused.
Yeah, but confused doesn't matter. He's just pissed off, and he knows these guys have something to do with it, and he doesn't like being tied up, and he's angry. So he's gonna do an all-out attack with the +4, determined, to the face. So -5, right? So what's that? +4
Right.
-5. So -1, and I guess another -1 for the tipsy.
Yep.
So yeah, I think I'm at an effective skill of 10, and then if he misses, he's gonna go for his luck. So that's what he's gonna do. So he'll step,
Righto.
and so -2 to my roll here. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to do my luck.
Right, and I need to open that thing up too.
Oh
Okay.
no, I think that one hit.
And I will need you to roll a d6 into the box.
And then I'll write that.
Hell
luck.
yeah.
I don't know what time is it.
Oh no, you don't need to worry about the time. Remember, not with that one.
Yeah. By the time it gets to me, it'll be like some time. But just in
You
case
got
I
the
wrote it
ring.
down.
All right, let's see.
So that potentially hits him in the face, unless he dodges. Damn it.
He attempted to parry
Or
and rolled a 14, so he failed by 5. So you apparently punched this guy in the face.
so 1 damage, crushing,
No, that's better.
and I think I force a knockdown check.
Yeah, it's a head blow.
Okay, so that's just a health check.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't a. Oh,
Woo,
come
look
on.
at that. I rolled a 3. So
better
he
than,
Really?
better
rolled
that than an
back.
attack roll.
That's true. That's it's better time for that
Oh.
than if I was rolled the 3 on the parry. So his head snapped back, and he's got a little trickle of blood coming out of the nose, but he's doing okay.
You drew first blood, though.
You did draw first blood.
Okay, so
bummer.
Elsa is going to step in close to Cultist 04, and she is going to cast Spasm on his sword hand to try to get him to drop his sword.
All right, let's see here. So, hold on.
He readied his sword, right? But that's not a physical attack, so he can't just parry that or anything. I guess you're probably okay.
So directed against a
Best.
hand, it causes the subject to drop whatever he is holding, usually a weapon. If they are in the middle of
and
a
the
lengthy
duration is instant. So
yeah,
I
duration's
think,
instant.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be in close combat. You can just be in the hex right beside him, and there's no penalty to your casting.
So she is going to. It's resisted by HT, so it is an HT check.
So you make the spell check.
Okay, let me find
Nice
it.
one.
So, that's a failure.
Shiny. Does
So,
she have?
yep,
I don't remember if
so
she has luck.
she
All
does not.
right. That's a failure in a very high mana zone. So that is good times. Good times.
And
So
her
just
head
the
explodes.
general critical. Thank you.
Yeah, we so rarely use that. So
Oh, God.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Spell fails entirely. Caster temporarily forgets the spell. Make an IQ roll after a week, and again each. Okay, so it fails entirely, and she doesn't remember quite what she just cast.
Yay! Great.
Could have been
Excellent
worse.
turn.
That could have been a whole lot worse. It could have went kaboom. All
Oops.
right. Whoops.
I think it just skipped over Hans.
Yeah. Yep. Hans.
Well, now you don't have a
Ronky.
clear target.
Ronky.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going back to thing.
Nope. It's Hans' turn.
All right.
These people getting in the way.
I will build it to a 6 dice. And I will say, step aside. And hopefully everyone notices there's this massive fireball.
Nope. Yours
Crackling
is lightning.
Massive lightning between his hands.
He's missing the Raiden hat.
Enfys is going to move. And he will, he's just going to hold the fireball and he'll throw it at Cultist 7 next turn.
All right. 4 is going to take a swing at, or more accurately, a thrust at Sergeant Elsie. And success by 1, so she will need to defend.
All right. So she'll do retreating dodge and take a step back. That's what, a +2?
3.
3. Okay.
So technically it would be 2 in your case because you've got the -1 because of Tipsy.
No, that
doesn't
affect
Then never mind.
defenses, I don't think.
+3 it is.
Well, I think it only affects defenses in terms of if like for every 2, it's 1.
Yeah.
The way it's calculated.
Damn, that was easy.
Success by 7.
You made that look easy. All right. This guy, oh man, he does not like this. Doesn't like this at all. Let's see. Well, he's going to try to stab the guy here in front of him and then see what he can do afterwards. All right. That is a success by 2 at Christoph. So defend yourself, sir.
Oh, he would hit because I did a all-out attack.
Did you? I thought, okay, yeah. Ha. Cackle. All right. So, take 5 points of impaling damage.
Oof, that's gonna hurt.
That might
So
hurt him a bit.
-2 times 2, so 8. Do I still have the damage from last time?
Let's see. Did it have list his damage? No, you shouldn't have had damage.
Yeah, well, we had like from 2 sessions ago, and I never updated it because I wasn't sure. So that's a major wound.
Ouch. All right. Well, give us a health check, sir.
Let's see. Where's my health? There it is. I think it wouldn't help me, but I am fit, I think. So it wouldn't help me in this case.
Has it been that long?
So he failed by 4.
We failed quite a bit.
That is pretty bad. Okay, so that one, okay, he's definitely stunned. Do we have the notes thing? Was that a note?
He's stunned and prone and has dropped everything he's holding.
Well, he wasn't really holding anything yet. And unfortunately for cultist number 7, that means Enfys is clear to shoot him next round. And then it's Franz's turn, who apparently moved up a little bit.
Yeah, step forward and says, yeah, do that. Hit him. Hit him.
All right, Christoph, give us the health check to come out of stun.
Okay, so I'm prone. I was looking for the status effect, but let me do the health check real quick. No, fail by 4.
Ooh, rough day.
Again.
There you go. Your posture prone. All right, so he's ow. Right. So, Sergeant Elsie, there was a spell she wanted to cast. If only she could remember what it was.
I know, right?
She did hear the one of the guys, it was like, move behind you.
Also, there is blue light coming from behind her, sort of electric colored.
Okay, so she's going to, I think, step over closer to Christoph.
Okay.
Would that kind of free up line of sight?
That absolutely will.
Okay. All right, just to make sure.
And then she can flip off the cultist as free action.
No, she's actually going to yell over her shoulder at Franz, get his butt over here and into the fight and quit being a coward. Because she has no tolerance for cowards.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she is going to, let's see, so she I think this was basically just like a step, effectively.
Yep.
So she's actually going to go all out defense and wait for the lightning to strike. So she is going defensive.
Yep. So increased defense, which is a +2 on any active, allows a step, and double allows a step. So I think you have to declare that, don't you? Which one it
That's-
is?
Hmm?
Probably the increased, right?
If you're doing increased, yeah, you have to declare which one.
Okay, hang on. Let me figure out which one.
Probably
dodge.
dodge.
Okay, yeah, for her it'll be dodge.
Alright, so Hans is targeting that way so that if he misses number 4, he has a chance to vaporize the other one.
He should have moved there, so if he missed, he would potentially hit Enfys.
Oh, no, they're only rivals. He doesn't want Enfys dead.
Exactly.
It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Enfys is like a cockroach. He always gets back up.
100%.
Let's do this one. So that's a hit.
Well,
Right. And I think I can do normal defenses. Yes. So he is going to attempt to dodge and succeeded by 0.
Side hex or front hex? That's
that's front.
front.
Okay, well, he dodged. That means next guy gets it.
Is that capped at
Capped
9?
at 9.
as
Capped
well?
at 9. Unfortunately.
Oh, so sad. So you got the lightning that just streaks through there, and the guy's like, ah! He may have to come after you next.
Damn it.
So because that's technically a fail, does that trigger the critical fail?
No, in this case, that was the attack roll
Okay.
because he did successfully cast to activate the spell 2 rounds ago.
Got it.
Okay, I will throw my fireball at the cultist.
Who wishes to dodge it and may have successfully dodged it. I think you have the same effect here, where you'd roll again, capped at 9 to hit number 4.
Now, am I attacking this guy from the side hex? Definitely not the rear hex.
Hold on, I need to move
That was
a
Christoph.
side
hex in
That
this
is definitely a side hex. Yeah. So that would still been a success by 0.
Alrighty.
So sad. Oh wow. Okay, so let's see if 4 can fail. And 4 failed. He failed by 3. So oh wow, it was only 1D? I thought it was
Just
the
1D.
3D hex. I thought it was
No.
the 3D burn.
No. No, Enfys is being conservative on his. It doesn't cost him any energy to cast one point fireball.
All right, let's see. So 2 points of burn damage. I don't think that's enough to ignite anything,
No.
but I do believe the 2 spellcasters may have just attracted short sword attacks. Right, so cultist number 4, she's withdrawing. This guy just threw a freaking big ass lightning bolt at me. He is going to step and swing, or sorry, it's a short sword, thrust, and possibly hit Hans Peter. Success by 3.
Going to do a retreating dodge. Oh, that's not very good. With extra effort.
Don't you love it when that happens? You look at it and go, ooh, no, this is bad. Oh, no.
Needed it. So that's a success.
Oh, yeah,
By
okay, you
0.
didn't apply the stuff, right. This guy is going to just shift, and that is 7. So he's going to, oops, I didn't want to hide that. Stop that. All right, and thrust at Enfys, and possibly hit by 5.
Okay, so Enfys is going to cast block.
Ah, look at that. You get an opportunity to do that.
I'm going to
Nice.
put 5 points into it. That's the max.
Okay.
So I successfully cast block, and I then have now try to dodge. So I'm going to do a.
Oh, right. So that that basically gives you DB5.
So it gives me DB5 plus dodge and retreat, which gives me an additional what?
3. So you got
So we're looking at-
points 8.
Yeah.
And you made it
Excellent.
by 9. So they were sad. Oh, right. I had forgotten to advance. So they were sad.
It's getting kind of messy in here. They're all ganging up on the one side. Yeah, well, they're still doing their thing. I'll stay out of their way.
Right. Christoph, give us the health roll +1 to come out of stun. Let's see if you can not fail by 4 this time. That's going to be a success. So you are no longer stunned. Because, yep. All right. Elsie.
Oh, I'm bleeding to death.
Okay. So Elsie is going to step in, and I would like to do another thing I have never done, which is try to do the grappling thing and try to grapple his sword arm.
Hey, FYI, the reach on a short sword is 1, which means if you're in close combat, they can't actually use it without big penalties.
Okay. So that is going to be, in this case, a wrestling check, I believe. And I would have to try to defend.
Okay, wrestling or just straight up brawling?
Now, he will be able to parry with the weapon.
Oh, she does have a wrestling skill. Never mind.
Yeah, I think he's pretty
Okay.
good at wrestling,
Yeah, but I got a -1.
which still makes it better than her brawling, I think.
It makes it the same. Yeah, it makes it the same. Woo! Success by 0.
Oh, right. I was going to roll the parry, which would have still failed by 1. So, and that means in this case, she's got a hold of his arm.
Okay,
So, good job. He's not going to like that.
good. He didn't have to.
Going to step in and cast Apportation on the dude.
That's for moving really small things.
You can move big things. Actually, I might substitute that for levitation. Either way, the roll's the same, so...
Energy cost. Okay. Move physical object without touching them. The spell levitates its subject at move 1, not fast enough to do any damage. Okay, so that costs him 4 points.
Do you have the description for levitation? Because levitation might be better.
Sure, I can pull that up.
Either way, I'll make the roll.
There's levitation.
Okay, so levitation is probably going to be better.
All right, so strength or will. I think that's going to be the same. So I think what's going to happen, I'm going to make him do a strength check, and his strength is going to, he grabs a hold of that ratty ass bed there and tries to avoid going up.
Says that's a 2-second cast.
Is it? Okay, so yeah, time to cast, 2 seconds.
Well, in that case, it'll be Apportation because it's a 1-second cast.
In which case that activates next round, right?
Activates right now. It's a regular spell, so it happens at the end of my turn.
I never did fully grasp that.
It happens at the end of the turn so that the spell can't be interrupted. So unless they do it as you're casting it, it comes into effect straight away.
All right, so so I need to fix that. And okay, so
And the intention is to just levitate him off the ground, turn him around so he's facing backwards, and sure, I'll make him upside down as well, because why not?
And funny thing there is Sergeant Elsie still has a hold of his other arm. Okay, so that's resisted by will. They are the same, so he still would have failed by 3. So with a startled surprise, startled cry as his feet lift up off the ground.
And then Hans will say, "Leave him to me," as he begins to sort of hold his hand out, and sort of, I guess, lightning begins to crackle as he's going to cast that next turn.
Enfys will step, cast Fireball. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Oh, that's really potentially bad.
Okay, so where's that table?
Let's see. Hold on. That is this one. Let's see. What did that thing say again? Now I have to scroll up and find it again. Very high mana. Okay, so some of it is not accurate. However, all failures are treated as critical failures, and actual critical failures produce spectacular disasters. I wonder how that works. I guess we'll see based off of what he rolls.
So
on
there's
the,
no guidance other than that.
yeah, that other than that, no. It's like, thanks, guys. That's useful. Okay, so that produced nothing but a loud noise, a bright flash of light, an awful odor, etc. Um,
Concussion?
so I'm wondering, how should I do that? Would it be like everybody is like blinded and deafened for a really long time? Or is it an actual concussion that blows everything onto the ground?
Yeah. I mean, if the original is just noise flash, then I guess the worst version of that would be something with actual effects. So it'd be like a
flash.
frickin' flashbang
No, there's a spell, flash.
or that.
I think it's called flash.
It is.
Yeah. Creates a brilliant flash of light. This will totally blind some that see it. So I'm going to treat it like that. Everyone is within 10 yards. So let's see. I need everyone, including Enfys, to make a health check. That also includes my good old guys here.
Would it affect those that are not looking at Enfys?
It's that bright.
Does fit help us?
Yep, that's going to give you +1. Well, that's moderately amusing. Number 4 is not only floating in the air, but he is going to be blind for 3 seconds, and for a minute he's going to be at -3 dex. Who am I missing? 1, 2. I also need a roll from Christoph.
So are we in very high mana?
Right now, yeah. It's kind of weird.
So we're not actually using any fatigue.
Threshold works differently.
Right, okay.
The way I was going to approach the threshold is you recover it at like twice normal things. So if you stayed overnight, you would not recover 8. You would recover 16 or possibly more. I was actually poking around in the thaumatology book to see about that. Okay, so if the health roll is made, wow, everyone's going to be at an additional -3 dex. So you have spots dancing in your eyes. Cultist 4 is completely blind at the moment, and as well as at -3 dex, and he's also floating. So that didn't quite work out as well as Enfys wanted it to. Okay, so Cultist 4 is floating up. How high up? Oh, so it's move 1. So he's just like one yard above the ground. Right?
Yes.
Ronky? So unless Sergeant Elsie actually reduce or lets go, I'm gonna say, he's like started tilting up where his feet are higher than his leg, than his lower or his upper body, because she's got a hold of that arm.
Oh.
Okay, so he's going to try to get free of her grip. So I think that's going to be, is that opposed strength, or is it her wrestling versus my strength?
This is technically a break-free situation.
Yep.
If you're grappled, can I move away? Winning a quick contest of strength.
So it's going to be strength.
Yeah. You can typically substitute a grappling skill, assuming you have it. I'm wondering if he's going to be at a penalty, though, because he's got no feet.
That's a good point. So I'm going to have her make, I guess it'd be wrestling -1 to, no, wait, use strength. Just roll off strength, because thanks to the flash, she's going to be at like -4 for the wrestling. So technically we tied, but Dana has a good point. He's going to fail to break free because he has no leverage. 7. Why did that guy come? 7 is blinking and going, what the hell was that? He's at -3, so he's gonna do a step. Ooh, this is gonna suck. And miss very badly.
Well, Franz was about to use apportation on Christoph to get him to his feet, but now he's dazzled. So, how long did that last? 3 seconds?
He made the health roll, did he?
Right.
Yeah, it's no, he's not blind.
Right.
Within 10 yards, if the health roll is made, it's a minute at -3 dex. If the health roll is not made, it's 3 seconds blind and a minute at -3 dex.
Right, but he's still at -3 dex.
Right.
He's dazzled, so.
It's like, ah!
Exactly. So he's going to probably curse for 3 seconds while thinking about using apportation to help.
All right, so Christoph can start getting to his feet.
Okay, yeah. So he's going to kneel. That's about all he could do.
Good times, good times. Don't you
Change
love that?
posture.
Well, you could roll over there and grab that guy's feet,
I could.
which would be hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want to do is try to get that sword away from him before he starts spinning around and gets shot by lightning. Is there a way that I can do that, or is that not possible with the grappling?
You are now talking about a disarm. Let's see what the easy way is. So we're not knocking a weapon away, we're wrestling it out. But that's breaking.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like she's got his arm grappled, but like use her hand to kind of wedge it out of his grip since he's about to be spinning around.
Yeah, I don't remember right off the top of my head exactly how that works, but it typically boils down to a contest.
So is that an actual wrestling, or is it going to be just a strength versus strength?
Well, it's the same situation. It'll be a strength-based contest, and you'll typically be able to substitute a wrestling
so
or whatever.
she can just make a strength. I'm going to arbitrarily give him the -4 because, well, he's floating. He doesn't have any, balance to do this.
Okay, so there's the strength and a failure by 2, so it's not going to happen.
Also fail by 2. So he narrowly managed to hold on to it.
Okay.
So close. Let's see. Does she have anything? I mean, to double check. I was just making sure to see if there was anything specific that sprang to mind.
I don't think so.
It's all good. So you have to maintain concentration on the apportation there, Ronky?
Every minute.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. Lift
It does-
them and then just jump to immediately to another spell.
It does count as a spell on, so I'm at a penalty of 1 for every spell that I have on
Right.
to cast other spells.
All right, your turn.
So I'm going to step back, and I'm going to charge up a 3 dice lightning.
All right. Ooh, I was hoping for a 17 or an 18, so you could be just like Enfys.
Okay, Enfys is going to He's going to cast Hinder on Cultist 7. He's putting 4 points into Hinder.
I was about to ask you to do that. Thank you. Ooh, that's brutal. Resisted by health. Okay.
And he's going to step back after he casts that.
And I succeeded by 0, so I failed. That means I am at, you said 4? Oh,
yep.
I am at -4 and -4, or -4 to move and -4 to dodge.
And it lasts for a minute.
Ow. That one's kind of brutal. Do I have that? Nope, I don't. I need one. So that is 1 minute. And that's at 7. Okay. Did that not take? That doesn't look like it took. All right. Well, that was mean. All right. So 4 is back to trying to get his weapon free. Again, he's got no no balance, not balance, that's not the word. No leverage here. So make a strength check there, Mel. And I'm taking the -4. I failed by 1. So as long as you don't fail horribly bad. Nope.
Success by 1.
So he was unsuccessful in getting his weapon away. He's also still blind. He has a wow. He has a move of 1. So he can make a single step. And can I even come close to hitting? Nope, I'm at -3, so it's possible, but success by 0 somehow.
Righto. So Enfys again is going to cast block, giving him that 5 again,
Right.
plus a retreat of 8.
Ooh, easily done. Franz is like, I'm going to shut this door.
Still going. Ah!
Well, he's
Can
gonna
I
take
possibly-
another.
Can I possibly make
change.
it any easier for you?
Yeah, except that I'm really beat up. So I could do a step to go from crouching to standing. Is that right?
You can go from kneeling to standing as your step if you're doing a step and maneuver.
And Enfys has cultist number 7 all tied up.
I wouldn't say that, but he is good for picking from behind.
Well, can I do a move and attack and try to clobber him on the back of the head?
I think he can.
Technically, no. It's one of those little weird rules.
Oh, so can he can just like take a single step?
No. You can either do a change posture and go to standing, or you can do a step and maneuver and go to standing. That's how it normally works. Now, I was toying with a rule, just say it takes you a step's worth of movement to go to standing, and then you just do everything else like it's a move and attack.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
But isn't
But that
my
is not
maneuver is not the move and attack? Isn't that a maneuver?
Yeah, you can do a move. You can do a move and attack. Yeah, because he's well within your range.
Well, I'm at half move.
No, you're not. You need to be down 1 more hit point to be at half move, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
just in that nice little area.
So he's gonna do a telegraphic attack and
Okay.
try to just clobber him punch him in the back of the head.
Let's see. I think where he started, that is technically a side hex. So that's -2 +2 for the telegraph. However, thanks to Enfys, he is at -4, and he would have to try to dodge. So as long as you hit it, you should be okay.
Okay. So I'm at a +4, right? And then -5 still for the head?
That is correct. Yep.
Or is it -3 from behind or something like that? I don't remember any funky rules like that. Well,
No, I think it's still -5.
so -1 effective. And combat punch. I still have my luck. Success by 5.
All right. Let's see if I can even come remotely close to dodging this. Probably not. I failed by 8 thanks to that -4 Enfys gave you. So I would have failed anyway. Oh, that was nice. Did you see that? It was on the 2 and then it bounced off. All right. So you just did 4 points of damage to my head. So I believe that's a health check. And okay, so I was staggered, but not knocked down.
Dang it.
However,
That's a tough duty.
Not really. 11. All right. Well, you hit him.
Yeah,
Definitely feeling it.
All right. Advanced track.
Give me that sword.
No, I want to keep my sword. Who's saying that? I can't see anything.
Okay, strength. Success by 2.
-4. Fail by 8. So you took his short sword away from him.
And she'll let go so that dude guy, what's his name? Sorry, I have my windows
Dude
covered.
guy.
Can do the
Dude
lightning.
guy.
So am I able to like take a step back?
Yeah, I think you can say that. Yeah, a step. Yep.
Okay, so now there's some distance, so he can do his lightning.
I don't even remember if she has a short sword skill.
I don't think she does, but it might default off of something. She has two-handed sword. She has knife.
All right. So this guy is going to be spun around facing the other way. So he's not gonna. It's not gonna be. Oh, death is going to be a surprise for him.
Now remember, you're going to be at total -4 because -3 dex because of the very bright flash, and then -1 for tipsy. The tipsy will definitely go away after the fight, except for Steinhager because he's not doing anything to get the adrenaline running.
It's -3 dex for how long?
A minute.
Okay. Well, all out attack. What bonuses can you get?
Oh, that's
Cool.
interesting. I'm just wondering, I should technically get a dodge here, but I'm floating.
Mm-hmm.
So how would that apply?
There's actually an entire article about fighting in free fall in one of the pyramids.
I'm not even going to look it up. I'm just going to
I would
arbitrarily
suggest it.
I'm gonna arbitrarily determine he's at half move or half dodge because of it, which puts him at 4. So as long as Hans actually hits him.
I don't think that's incorrect.
Wow. All right, Hans. Hans Peter.
I think the only bonus I can get is +1 for all out. Oh no, I can aim. So I'll aim.
All right. Noted.
So you stick your thumb up as a sight post?
Yep.
Enfys is going to cast Fireball and step back.
Okay, so this guy, I think, is now 3 yards up, and he's finally starting to no longer be blind. And then he's going to realize, oh crap, I'm kind of high. He's probably hitting the ceiling right now. This dude is realizing, oh, this is terrible. I'm terrible placement here. I don't want the wizard guy. So he's going to step over here and turn to face Kristoff. Mostly half turn to face Kristoff because he wants to put that banister in the way so Enfys can't potentially fireball him. He's at -4 because Kristoff just smacked the crap out of him with the in the head, so his ears are still ringing. And he does not have high pain. So let's see, can he come close to hitting you? He doesn't come close to hitting you, Kristoff. As he's like staggering there, he like sort of this half-ass stab that you're like watching. Maybe he could have gotten somebody else. Stumbled over an imaginary deceased turtle.
Yeah.
Wow.
His last
So
round of being more useless
is he like
than
now?
before.
Is he now like Fat Arnold? Because that sounded kind of Arnold. That kind of sounded like Arnold.
Wow.
What is
Oh
Hinder
crap!
doing?
That guy actually missed worse than that when he took a swing at you, Kristoff. Let me double check that that doesn't radically
-1
affect
to
it.
move and dodge.
No, that's not what I mean. He failed by 2. Yeah, okay. He also had the -3, and I forgot to apply the -3. How long does that hinder last, Enfys?
It's a minute.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
so you were asking about that, Kristoff, what that was?
I don't remember how much. I guess I wouldn't really know how much energy was. How effective it is.
Right. Yeah. But he's definitely moving like his feet don't really want to move. Lift off the ground properly.
I mean, this sucks. Like I'm a bowman. I don't have any weapons, and I'm bleeding to death.
He could faint him.
No, he's just gonna try to grapple. He's gonna try to disarm him. I guess I don't know what to do. He's like, I need that. Give me your sword. And is it a -4?
Yes, 4 total.
Or -2.
Or
I could try to grab his arm for a -2.
Yeah, grab the arm, -2. But you're at -3 because of the dazzle, and -1 for the tipsy. So it's like, woo!
Oh, jeez. I might as well just go back to sleep.
Arm is -1 if you're grappling.
I'm dazzled still.
Yep, that's going to last probably until the combat is actually officially over, because it's going to last a minute.
Even if you succeeded on the roll?
Yeah, if you succeeded on the roll, you're dazzled. So that's the -3. But if
Oh,
you
geez.
failed, you had that, plus you were blind for 3 rounds. So it was a brutal one if you failed. You might just evaluate this round, or something like that. Start building up that stuff.
He's not looking at me. You said he kind of turned in my direction.
Yeah, well, he did take a swing at, or a thrust at you with the sword. He just missed really badly.
You could also get away with telegraphing here since he is restrained.
That's only for dodge, though.
So he's gonna do a step. And yeah, he's just gonna try to punch him in the kidney, like, torso. -4. I'm trying to think what Christian attacks. Where can I hit vulnerabilities? Just the head. Yeah, he's gonna go try to punch him in the head again. Telegraphic. Ah, jeez, but I got the -3. -3.
Yep, that stuff's that's rough.
-1.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to swing at him and hope something connects.
Okay, so it's just gonna be a wild swing then. Forget the targeted. Ah,
You mean at random?
and then the +4. Yeah, random. Oops, I messed up my modifier table. Shoots. Okay, so it's, yeah, so -3, -1, and then +4, so 0. And I rolled success by 5. Oops, I didn't mean to roll that.
Okay.
Ignore that. Random. The neck.
Let's see here. How is he gonna? Oh man, that's gonna suck.
Does that count as a head blow?
Ooh, this guy's not dodging very well.
Actually, I was gonna try the parry. That still would have failed. So, since you are punching in the neck, I'm gonna have you actually roll on the neck. What is it? The
yeah.
neck. That is this one.
Well, it rolled a
because-
3 automatically, didn't it? And I didn't think it came up with anything.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right.
you rolled it.
You're right. My mistake. Your fault. All right. So, how much damage did you do?
All right, 1d -2. Ah! Jesus.
Uh-huh.
So sad. Well, you could totally use your luck here. Roll it
I
2
can?
more times.
Yeah, let's do it.
Then
So
roll a
more-
d6 in the box for me.
That's what it's for. There's the d6 in the box.
Man, you're
And
gonna
then
have
there's
so
my
many
2
new
extra
appendages.
rolls. And I rolled a 1. Wow.
That's 1.
That's twice.
Oh, is it? Yeah, you
Yep.
get 3. Remember, you get 3 rolls total.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
but you already
luck.
rolled one.
Oh, okay. So that is 2. That's too bad.
Wow.
So
The
sad.
gods are not with me today.
Okay.
Nope.
So Elsa is going to try to stab Cultist 04 with the short sword.
Right. Did we figure out what that defaults to?
Yes,
On her?
she's got broadsword, so it's broadsword -2.
All right. Cool.
So, and another-
that's going to be what's her broadsword skill?
14.
14.
So it'll be a
that's
12.
gonna be, ooh, and with that -3 or -4, that sucks.
Ew.
Does she have a -4? Why does she have a -4?
Uh-huh. The flash.
-1 for tipsy, -3 to dex skills for a minute because of emphasis critical failure that turned into a big old flash.
Oh, I thought we succeeded the health check on that.
That means you weren't blind for 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. So another
However,
-3.
you can totally telegraph that to get rid of that -4. He's floating.
Yeah.
He can't resist. It's like, okay, so instead of a 4, he may have a 6 on his dodge.
Give me a sec. Let me redo my mods.
Yeah, you got it on
Okay.
the combat thing, combat tab.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't calculate. It doesn't give me a skill level there because she doesn't actually have the skill.
Yeah, so I just plugged it in because you said it was
Ooh.
broadsword -2, right? So that'd be
Yeah.
12.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. All right. Success by 3.
All right, he's going to try to dodge with his fail by 6. You skewer him into the belly
6.
or cut him. Ooh, that's possibly worse. No, not possibly worse. That's going to be 9 points, I think.
Yep.
Thanks for the
All
sword.
right. So this will probably not stop Hans Peter from actually blasting this guy, but
Yep.
he is definitely unconscious.
All right. Well, cool. You can go ahead and fry him. She'll take a step back.
That's probably the smart play.
Finish him. Finish him.
What's the state since Hans has been occupied with this guy? What's the state of the other guy?
He's been hit, but he's still mostly upright. He's basically been punched in the head twice. Actually, I think he's been punched like 3 or 4 times, but the FX keeps rolling really, really crappy on the dice roll.
To be fair, that is kind of average.
So he's injured, but not super bad. He's got like, a little trickle of blood from his nose. If you could see the back of his head, he might have a little bit of a bruise. But he does seem to be struggling to move.
All right, then I won't waste this lightning on an unconscious dude.
You won't have you'll lose the aim, though.
Yeah, I'll step and aim at the other guy.
Just as Infus is going to come around and blast him with this fireball.
Because that's how it worked.
Of course, Enfys is doing an all-out attack.
Right. Okay. So that's going to suck. Let's see if I can dodge this. Probably not. Not with that -4 you gave me. Fail by 9. Ooh. Boom.
That's better.
All right. Ooh. That is interesting. Okay, so he is still technically upright. He has 1 hit point remaining, but he's definitely at half move, half dodge. And because of your hinder, he cannot successfully dodge anything because your -4 gives him an effective dodge of 0.
Excellent.
Right. Let's see. I have to figure out. All right. So move to him and. Oh, right. No, I didn't need to make that because they're not quite entirely sane. So that was 5 points. It caps it -4 for shock, right?
Yeah.
He attempts to thrust his sword into Infus's stomach, but fails by 1. That's really unfortunate for him.
Kind of close.
But it's still a fail by 1.
All right. Well, Hans is still sort of stumbly here, but it looks like the situation is clearing out, so he'll stumble forward. Very well. Very well.
So for Kristoff, his back is absolutely to you.
Yeah, but my fists are not very effective.
Yeah, but this is definitely an all-out attack moment because he can't defend.
So here's what you do.
All-out attack strong.
Telegraphed.
You grab him by the torso, do an all-out double, grab him by the torso, and then knee him in the kidneys.
Does that give me a bonus to my hit by grabbing him?
No, but it allows you to do a grab and smash, which makes it effectively a strong attack.
A +2?
Alternatively, you could just kick him in the kidneys and make it a strong.
No, I like grab and smash. It sounds more more heroic. So let's do so let's do a all-out attack double.
I don't know. That might be more these than you've got room for.
Yeah.
Is it?
I would.
Oh, is it a minus?
You've already got
double
a
doesn't have
-4 on
penalty.
top of everything else.
But it doesn't give me a penalty to do a double attack, does it? I can just do 2 attacks.
Right. You've got
-4.
You got the tipsy. You've got the dazzled.
That's
You've got
-3.
location.
-4.
You've got knee
torso.
versus.
Yeah, so I would probably just go all out strong draft, and because that gets rid of your -4, and I cannot defend against that, and that does a minimum of 2 points of damage. I think.
It's a 1d.
No, that's a
just
minimum
1 die.
of 1 point of damage. And I already told everybody he has 1 hit point remaining.
Fine.
That's true.
Fine. I'm just gonna punch him in the back of the kidneys there, or on the kidneys. Success by 3.
So you hit and do your strong damage because I can't defend. Oof.
Ow.
That hurt a little bit.
Now that time you connected.
I'm like, oh, take this, you cultist bastard.
And probably to Hans Peter's great frustration, the guy falls to the ground in front of the still wobbling Kristoff.
And
So he shoots Enfys instead.
or who's that? Enfys. No, wait. Did Elsie take the sword, right?
She
I don't-
took one of the swords, yeah, from the other guy.
Oh,
Not from
did
this
Seven
guy.
did Seven still have his sword?
Seven did still have his sword, yes.
Okay. Well, I guess next round I'll pick it up if we have time.
Yeah, no reason. It's the combat's over. There's nobody still upright.
All right.
Okay, so the adrenaline is sort of pumping at this point, and it is really successful in washing away the tipsy. I'll even throw it on Franz because he's like, oh no. Oh, that part is definitely going off. And by the time that okay, so I should probably hide those guys now so they're not in the way. And by the time everybody gathers up there, the dropped gear and all that jazz, the minute will elapse and the flash will have finally abated. So you can proceed directly to the stairs. These guys only had the sword, and that was pretty much it. And well, clothes. And this is where I thoroughly screwed up because I should not have expected the quick skirmish to be an actual quick skirmish.
Well,
Be- because there's a
sometimes.
whole. I originally was going to hide this, but then I realized, this is what's his name? Hans Peter's home. He knows where everything's at.
Oh, right. Yeah, he already knows where everything is.
So as you get to the stairs are going to be emerging here. As you're heading up the stairs, you will absolutely hear the sound of fighting going on inside and outside the estate. There is a crack of gunfire, and there's a bunch of screams, and it sounds like there's a big old mess coming on, going on.
Just for the record, Hans is holding his lightning.
We should put him in front.
What happens if he trips?
He has to make a concentration check, I think, to avoid losing it.
If he takes damage, then he has to make a concentration.
But also, I found this map on Discord, not Discord, Reddit. It's apparently by Morvold Press. It's a really cool looking map. So what Hans Peter knows is, that away is the front entrance and gate. He is also going to be aware. Okay, you've got a right proper an actual coach and such like that. But what may be of more interest to him is the crypt that is over in that direction. It was originally the crypt for the family that had previously owned this estate, but they all died out. And then when Major Blitzen basically purchased this place, he's like, yeah, I have no need for, I don't care who these people are. So he turned all the bodies over to the Temple of Mor, which is the god of death and stuff like that, and they gave him a burial someplace, and he turned the crypt into basically his vault where he keeps his magical goodies. But it absolutely sounds like there is some sort of crazy fight going on outside. So the big question I have is, what is your first course of action? What is your destination? Etc. etc.
So none of us knows that this is Hans's house.
I think he did. Didn't he not say?
Yeah, he identified
he
whose
did
house it
identify
was.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
Elsie
think
will.
everybody knows who that is.
Yeah. So Elsie's from here, so she's going to know where it's at in town. I guess I can do the quickly
Okay.
show that. That's
Yeah.
the Bögenhafen map. That is actually down here. So it's actually pretty close to the barracks that that she's aware of. That is basically number 34.
Okay. So here's what she's going to do. She is going to tactics up because that's her stick. And she's going to wave Hans up closer and ask him what's the quickest way out of this building.
He will indicate, go this way, and this way, whichever way that might be.
Let's see, from where you guys are at, I think the quickest. Well, yeah, I forgot. I
Probably at the main
had
doors.
some. Actually, probably not. It's probably through there, and then down that hallway, and then out this side door, and then you can go over the wall or something like that. Obviously, that's going to require some timing. I mean, if you're just like, I want to go out the freaking front gate, then yeah, you could head directly in that direction.
Well, Hans will point out this way.
Okay. So we'll do the whole slowly open the door, peek around the corner, see if anybody's there, and then, do the move thing and try to get out undetected. So that might be stealth checks, I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
So yeah, we will do that. Go here, whichever way Hans says.
Now I'm going to do something to make it lots of fun. If you look at the combat tracker, it kind of went a little wild. I do not anticipate anyone to actually necessarily get into those kind of fights. But meta note, it's very clear what's going on. As stated, once you're getting closer to the outer windows, you'll probably see people hurrying along. Maybe some dudes with like a crossbow or something pop up and take a shot at somebody, or hear the crack of black powder weapons. So it definitely sounds like there's a big old fight going on.
Excellent.
Fabulous.
All right. So, okay. So if we're gonna do the stealth thing, I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and do a stealth check, operating on the presumption that they have stealth. I don't know if anybody doesn't.
Nope.
Then you get to do it default, I guess.
Yeah, he's just not going to bother.
Yeah, I just succeeded at default.
That's even funnier. All right, so you should make a note on that, Nosh, for the next time we play this. He'll be able to make the IQ check to potentially learn stealth. Oh, I was like, why is that guy there? It accidentally moved the dude. So you get to the door there that is opening up into this the garden thing, and you will absolutely see a skirmish basically transpiring between some dudes who are basically mostly decked out like your guys, like the other cultists were, but they have crossbows, and they are exchanging fire with a pair of witch hunters who have apparently come over the wall.
All right, so this is going to be the first time we're seeing witch hunters, I presume.
Yes. Wait, what do you mean first time you're seeing them?
I mean, here.
Here, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Franz is all.
Franz was very but he was also
point, but
running away.
As soon as he sees witch hunters, he's like, nope, we're gonna go a different way.
All right. So is there Elsie will ask Hans if there is a different way that's close to us that we can try, since there seems to be people at this exit.
Oh yeah, you can look at the map. There's plenty of places that people are at, or potential exits. But sounds like a mixed up marshmallow mess is going on out there.
Okay, well, if nobody else has any immediate plans, I think Franz is going to start heading generally toward the front gate, because that's probably something he would have a sense of. And he's probably going to get, I don't know, somewhere with windows outside and see more witch hunters and then stop and turn back around. Nope, not that way.
I think Enfys will simply realize, like, either we just hole up somewhere and wait this out, or we assist those witch hunters, because, I look at Christoph and Elsie. We're in the guard.
So Elsie has absolutely no clue about the layout of this place. So she's looking at Hans to point us in the right direction.
And he will point.
Hold on. Based off of the fact that Franz was trying to get down here to where you get a better look. So this is this area down here is actually like a inside bath. So you got that, and you've got the various windows out there. What one of the things that actually leaps out to Hans Peter is out here in the main corridor. There are a bunch of really large mirrors that have been set out. And he actually will recognize these mirrors as things that his master had, obtained through various adventures and such like that. And they were in back there in his vault. So that would kind of imply that these guys have somehow managed to penetrate the vault. And it's probably not really great that these people have pulled these out, because Master Blitzen was basically saying, yeah, don't mess with these things. They are very dangerous. I'm still trying to find a way to destroy them without, well, blowing myself up. And as you are sitting there, and you can see you'll be able to make out a bunch of the witch hunters engaging the cultists and moving past the mirrors. And you see this witch hunter who moves past one of the mirrors, and out of the mirror, another sort of weird, almost distorted looking version of that witch hunter sort of like pulls itself out. And then you start seeing other twisted reflections pulling themselves out of the other mirrors. They're not always the witch hunters. Sometimes it's the cultists, but they don't seem to care about whoever it is. They just start attacking everybody. And then it's a even bigger mess in there.
Oh, all the more reason to, I think, head to the crypt.
You there, apprentice. What's this direction? He's pointing towards the back.
Yeah, Elsie's going to be like, I don't like this. There's too many witch hunters, too many cultists. We need to retreat and get back to the barracks.
Surely there's a rear entrance to this compound. And Franz is going to start headed that direction.
Surely there must be a secret passage somewhere in this compound. Come on, Hans Peter. Why aren't you telling us?
Does Hans know of any secret exits?
Not off the top of his head, because, well, his master could fly. So he never got around to actually constructing any. He did suspect there were some various secret things in the crypt, but he's not entirely positive about all the or Hans Peter isn't entirely positive about everything is in there.
There might be a way out from the crypt, but I'm not 100% on that one.
Well, it's better than the obvious route out here.
And worst comes to worst, you can just maybe, hopefully, possibly climb over the wall.
So we'll head back that way to the crypt.
Okay. Need to gather, select. Whoops. So it does sort of look like you guys aren't bothering with the stealth at that point, because it's like everybody's really probably kind of distracted.
Plus, I'm still holding a lightning.
Okay, so now I got to look at this and see surely there's a back door. I see lots of windows. Those are, as far as I can tell, are windows.
Maybe.
Yeah, those look like little flower boxes. at the base of them.
Yeah, because we got a side door there
Are they openable windows?
and another side door way over here. Wow, there's not a lot of. And then there's one there.
Yeah, that may be it.
All right, so if we're going for the crypt, then we are probably heading for that side door there
Again.
again.
Okay, we'll go. And apparently we now see just dead bodies.
There are definitely a pair of corpses there. It looks like the guys that were attempting to engage against the witch hunters. Apparently, the witch hunters were better shots, and they left those two guys there, or their bodies there. Something to note is both of these dudes have short swords, and they also had crossbows, which I know Kristoff is like grumble, grumble, grumble.
Does he actually have the skill?
Crossbow? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's a straight up bow guy. So just for that, I'm going to say one of them has a crossbow and one of them had a short bow. So it's totally not as good as his.
No. Enfys can use a crossbow.
So all this running is definitely getting, making some of the characters suck. Okay, one of the characters really sucking.
We're not running.
Well,
We're
the
walking
others might be-
briskly.
The others might be running. That would be kind of funny. He's like, wait, hold up. And they're like, frack you, dude.
Yeah, Franz doesn't look like he's in the best shape.
We didn't
Round is the shape.
get a chance to do like first aid or anything like that.
You haven't at this point, no.
Yeah, we really didn't stop for that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
There's some dirt out here you could rub in it.
Hold on. So when you come out here, Hans Peter is also going to see a couple of the other mirrors. It looks like something has already sort of like pulled themselves out, based off of the weird shadowy things. And as you guys are heading in the direction of the crypt, you will all suddenly smell, just this rank, sulfuric sort of smell
That's not
coming
good.
from behind you.
Oh,
From behind
not
us?
from the crypt.
Not from the crypt, no. And then it's everybody's likely to at least sort of glance around, and you realize, oh man, Franz has kind of lingered behind. I don't want to say lingered, but lagged behind, which sort of makes sense because he's huff, huff, and there is
Steinhagers do not run.
Yep, and everybody else probably is doing like fast walk if they're not straight up running. And there is a character who is at least slightly familiar, who is now standing directly behind Franz.
That's
And
not good.
He's like he sort of looks around, and he in this voice that has it's just all sorts of echoing with reverb. He makes the comment that he's like, I only need one for the sacrifice. And then he just punches a hand right through Franz's back.
I needed that.
There is this explosion of dark sort of energy at the at that source that just slams into everybody and throws them. Unfortunately for Enfys, as he is tumbling, he sees, oh crap, he's heading straight for one of those mirrors, and he's going to pass through the mirror. There's going to be this sheet of white light and such like that, and everything is going to go dark for him.
Not again.
Hold on, I have to do some stuff really quickly. And okay, so Elsie and Franz and Hans Peter can close those characters and open their regular characters. For the rest of you, as the previous session ended, where you had a almost utterly delirious Enfys crawled out of the cellar of the Mercy House In the city proper, you saw the very lovely sight of, frankly, what looks like a Greater Daemon, just sort of appear. It's like all kaiju sized and such like this. Um, and then it started, stomping around and doing shenanigans and hijinks. I don't smile too. I not familiar. But I'm gonna sort of stick with Enfys as he like jolts awake and he realizes that he's sort of in the middle of a hold on, brain is braining. He is. I've got it written down. Damn it, where is it at? At some point, I'll find my talking notes. He is in basically like he was passed out in a cart, and he is apparently being dragged. The other PCs are smack dab in the middle of a fight, which I will. Oh crap! I need to make sure to remove these non-existent PCs from my thing. 1, 2. Oh crap! Did I forget to do that? No, I also forgot to do that. So you are in the middle of the fight, and at some point I am gonna finish the thing here. I'm just almost sort of scrambling to ensure I get everything properly because I am actually missing at least one NPC. Not gonna put her on there. So the PCs were fleeing from the Mercy House. Is that right? Mercy House, yeah. And they were accompanied by Father Sigewalt of the Sigmar guy and Sister Brigitte and a handful of locals that just sort of assembled, or not really assembled, but are more like
Gathered.
they were in the process of
Attracted.
just straight up trying to flee, and the sister did the this way as they were heading as you were heading back toward the fort.
Accumulated.
Accumulated, that works. So if you look at the Bögenhafen during Schaffenfest map, we have that I just reshared again. Based off of what I'm looking at, on the north side there is a small gate exits out of the town on this side. Otherwise, you would have to basically go jump into the river. And you absolutely saw a bunch of people doing that and risking drowning as that's a pretty strong current.
Gate works. We'll use the gate.
Mm-hmm. Gate.
So you have gathered a number of people. As soon as he came out of the thing and rambled something, Enfys he passed out. Although he did give Kristoff a really weird look, like a confused look.
So Enfys is unconscious.
He is going to be waking up straight away in the midst of this. So he was basically being dragged or he was in a cart. Then they're like pulling it along because it's got wheels. It's faster than somebody lifting him. And as you were moving through this part of town, I don't have any of the civilians on here or either of the two religious people because, well, they're not super important at the moment. They're there, they're doing things. But as the giant kaiju was doing its thing, whatever its thing was, there was at least a bunch of like sort of mini explosions that are erupting out of the great column of pinkish light. And some of those like almost seemed to turn into comets that went to different locations throughout the town, and you will have seen a number of them smash into the area that you were running through. And do I actually have Oh man, I just remembered I don't know if I have an actual proper establishing shot for these creatures. That would be a bad job, but it would be about right. Where? Dang it. I thought I did. Bad GM, bad. Ah, I do. Good. These things are monstrous looking and kind of,
Yes, they
Yes,
are.
I think we can agree on monsters. Talk button.
yeah, right. It helps if I actually push the button. Right. So I am starting sort of like at the top of the round. You see where the demons are? They have already moved to that point as they're converging on the various screaming people and charging forward. So something for FX to note is your injuries are back down to just one because you've been with these guys the entire time. You haven't seen Infus since he disappeared.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Yeah. So now the question is, are you the real one? Right. So Jorg, you will see these monsters. Oops, I probably should reorient them so they're actually facing you. I think these were your. I think this was from yours. I just saw it and I went, "Yep, I'm going to use that as the demon."
That'll work. Okay.
It works
Is
nicely.
this our first incident with these?
Yes.
Presumably, yes. Okay, so we don't know how they behave.
They're big and scary.
And we are leading others that are not currently present on the map.
Yep. Let's see. I don't think I have anything I can use for that.
No, that's fine.
It's a handful of
so
screaming civilians who are going to be absolutely useless.
We'll assume they're in the middle.
They're like
of
going to be
us.
in the middle. Some of them may be running to the left. Some may be running to the right. Some may just be like
Okay.
hitting the ground, screaming.
I believe Jorg is then going to take a wait for something to come into reach, and he has reach 2, so he will hit at that range. That'll be probably just a regular attack. Step in.
Right. So noted. Christoph, you absolutely have your bow, by the way. You never lost
thank
your
God.
bow. You never lost your bow.
This is weird. Okay.
That's
So
right. It's all sorts of weird, isn't it?
do what? How did I start? Do I have it ready? I don't know what condition I'm in.
Yeah, you guys are going, seeing crazy crap happen. I am operating on the presumption that you guys were 100% ready for bad shit to start happening. So you could totally already have it knocked, and you
So
could
I'll
just go
take an
straight
aim.
into aim. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll do an aim. Let's see. I'm kind of like in the front here, huh?
Well,
take,
I just threw the characters down there. You may probably relocate yourself as appropriate in the in that immediate area. You are one of the faster movers, though, so it almost makes sense if you like ended up accidentally getting into the front.
Well, I wouldn't accidentally do that. He's he's too much of a pro in that sense. But he would have, unless he was like scouting ahead or something like that. Observation wise.
Right.
So I guess I will presume that Jorg would have asked me to go first to scout ahead, to be like point man.
Yeah, probably. Not necessarily to stay out in front of us, but sort of come back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll take a step back and aim. Oop, what happened there? Did I move somebody?
Got approved movement turned
Sorry.
Oh, I'm just going to take a step back and let's demon number 14.
Okay,
Probably reasonable for him to have not already.
Yeah, so for benefit, these things are size mod 0, so they are human sized. They're just icky looking.
There, so one step back and aim. Kind of like a little side step towards Jorg.
Gotcha. All right,
Don't get
Soren.
too close.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to that big ass sword of his. Soren?
Sorry. Soren's going to have flashbacks to the last time he got surrounded by bad guys.
and not get surrounded.
Which was what, yesterday?
That was today, actually. Well,
Yeah, that was
presumably
like
today.
4 or 5 hours ago, actually.
Presumably.
He will back up and say, "We should get out of here." And I'm assuming it's okay for him to have his thing out,
Oh yeah.
sort out.
Oh yeah. Like I said, you guys were going through the crap. You're escorting a bunch of terrified civilians. It looks like crazy crap is going on. So it would make perfect sense to be, in fact, to be dumb not to be ready for something.
All right, so Queen is going to move and take up position, I think, near Infus to keep an eye on him and call out to Jorg and say, "For once, I agree with the thief. We need to get out of here."
All the civilians screaming as
I
well.
guess we can call him that now.
Okay, so
And you snap awake, and you're like, "What the hell?"
so is my power tally where it was when we left off with me getting
Yes, it
sucked into this
is.
mirror?
Yes,
Okay.
it is, because that just happened. Probably 30 minutes ago.
All right. So just bring me back to last session. They found me under the cellar floor.
Yeah, somehow
And
you translocated there.
so that's kind of where I translocated, but I passed out and then I'm kind of snapping awake right now.
Yep.
Okay. I will. Am I on the ground?
No, you were like in a cart. You had one of the locals was sort of like pulling it along because it's easier to carry somebody who's unconscious in a cart than it is to carry them.
Okay. So I'll just kind of look around, really dazed and confused.
And holy crap, there are demons attacking. All right. So in the distance, you have the SM plus 11, I think it is. The kaiju sized Greater Daemon is roaring, because of course it does. You have you can actually see it sort of trying to literally stomp on something. It looks like it may be like trying to smash or stomp one of the temples, but it looks almost like it's hitting something that is invisible, but is preventing it from smashing the temples. All righty, this fellow comes charging forward like a crazy person. Now, who's he gonna? He's not gonna necessarily see Infus, but he is going to move forward one. So it scrams forward and it like jumps and just takes this screaming civilian down to the ground and starts munching on him. What is the range that your thing triggers at, Daniel?
I've got reach 2. I've got reach 2, but I can also take a step in there, so I'll probably step forward and intercept at 3.
When he's at 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So then you would step forward, and do I need to show the things a little bit more?
Yeah, just a hair.
Let me go over here and color picker, and
That's better.
gotcha.
Okay, so he would probably be there.
Yes.
Intercept. All right, and you said these guys are size mod 0.
I need
think-
you to make a fright check at +5, because they are emitting an
Okay.
aura, but you're in combat, so you get the +5, and
Let's see.
hopefully you don't fail it because that would be embarrassing.
I'll probably be okay.
All right, you're like, oh god, this thing's ugly, but
All right. Yeah, I think for starters, we're just gonna go take a swing and see where we end up, because I don't know how spry they are. Oh, that reminds me, I need to fix that. Wonder if I should do. No, we'll just stick with it. One swing. Random. No, torso. One swing as is. Here it goes. Plenty of room.
So by 7, it's going to try to dodge. Let's see if it succeeds its dodge. It failed to dodge by 4.
Well, then I'm gonna do the nope, not that. suggest, assuming it has vitals.
I should probably look that up, shouldn't I?
Well, it doesn't matter in this case. Also, it was a swing anyway.
It does not look like it has
That
any
was
injury tolerance.
kind of shitty damage, but
That
it hit.
is going to be... Wow, that is next to no damage. You
arm
strike
then.
it, and you can absolutely tell that is a very tough skin.
Very well.
And it will be there. Let me check its reach. Unfortunately, I don't think it's row. Yeah. Okay. So no, you can't do a kick when you move. So it's just out of reach as it's coming over there with those big old icky looking claws, because that thing is kind of icky looking. I need to keep that up so I can continue to be reminded of what it looks like. All righty, this guy is... Wow, he's really far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scrabble, 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 scrabble. Dang it. That's really hard to see right there. Grr, arg. Get into a hex, demon. They have scrabbled forward. You have civilians screaming their heads off out there.
All right, well, then I am going to use my good old combo here and hit him with a double.
All right, so
and
what does that
afterwards
actually
take
mean?
a step back. And hopefully I don't roll shit for damage.
So what's the double? How does that affect defense?
He just has to do it twice.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll that straight up. I will go ahead and take the random on this, though, I think. Yes.
Well, thinking that through, I should have created another one for random, for random, because look at all those arms.
Part 1 with pulse edge is
all
good.
All right. It attempts to dodge and is unsuccessful by 2. I'm having that kind of day.
Second with a long edge will also strike home.
And will also fail to dodge by 2.
Okay.
Gonna be like that.
First one hit him in the shoulders.
One of the well, okay.
And I will do that
but...
damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, so that's gonna be that times that is that. Let's see, crippling with injury over hit points divided by 3. So you need to do 4 points to cripple. So to still requires twice the injury needed to cripple the whole body part, not just the joint. So that would be hit points. You need to do hit points in order to dismember, right? Reading that?
Right. Yes.
And I think you did hit points 0.5. Let me see. So I take the base hit. Take the base damage is 14. I subtract the DR. I multiply 1.5. That didn't. Oh, damn it! I hit the wrong button. I divided by 1.5. I'm like, what? Why did that go down?
Oh.
And that is hit points plus hit points 0.5. So I think you took one of its arms off.
Okay.
So how much
Did it only
actual what arms?
Yeah.
No, look at it. It's got like 6.
Okay. I wasn't sure that was real or not, which means this hit location table is not exactly
it's got
correct,
4.
but whatever.
It's got 4. 4 arms. No, it's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the other one?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 4 arms.
Fair enough.
2 legs.
Right. It only takes the damage needed to cripple it. That's how much actual damage it takes. Now,
which is half times 2.
Nope.
Half plus
and
1.
I went for the leg. No, the damage it takes to cripple it is over half.
Yeah, half plus 1. Okay, so it lost an arm, and
it could potentially lose a leg.
Probably not. Damn it! Cooperate. Oh, that's not terrible. So the leg will be crippled, but it is not lost.
Which I really don't care about.
Wait, let me make sure that's right. Actually, no, the leg is not crippled. Is 0.5. It's you needed to do like one more point more to cripple it. However, that's a lot of frickin' damage. Oh wow, that puts him at 0. But they're demons. Do they have any special stuff there? Don't think so. So this thing charges up there, and Yorg does some whiff, 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 whiff. You see an arm go flying, and it hits the ground, and there's like ichor flying everywhere as that thing, and then it promptly dissolves.
Okay.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, luckily the 7 is right there, so you don't need to worry too much about the accuracy.
And I'll be able to help you next time.
Okay, so
Although he probably's not going to want to stay right there.
so he will basically like, okay, fuck, target's gone, shift over, to the right and 2 yards.
I think that's 0, right?
Yeah, 0. I guess no other modifiers. He will go for. Do they have like a noticeable neck?
Well, look at the image.
Well, it looks
It's
like
got
a minotaur.
really big mouth. I mean, look at that
true.
mouth.
Sorry, I don't have the image up. Let me pull it. Let me find it. What does anyways, yeah, he'll go for the neck. Or no,
Ish.
there's no neck.
Yeah, just shoot it in the
Face?
general neckish area.
Face. He'll shoot it in the face. How's that?
Okay.
-5.
Oh, right. First, before you do that, I need you to make a fright check at +5. These things do have an aura of terror.
All right.
But that +5 in combat, you're okay. Normally okay.
Yeah, I tried to fail that one.
I think that is a fail. Fright check. If you roll higher than a 13,
Right.
then it is.
Oh. Then I failed,
So
and I'll use my
then
luck.
you can absolutely use your luck.
There you go. There's your thingy. All right. +5.
I'm really disappointed with these corruption rolls from you lately. You need to roll better.
I think I would have
You
made
need to
that
roll
one.
much. You need to roll much higher than what you have been rolling on that D6.
Okay. I guess I can't use my luck now because I wasted it. Damn it. All right.
Well, you didn't waste it. It means you can actually fight, not necessarily go run away.
That would be awkward.
Rolled a
All right.
12, so success by 1.
All right. Let's see if
Alright.
it can dodge.
Oh,
Can
by
it
0.
dodge? And it somehow, by 0, managed to dodge your arrow.
And then
Of
I'll
course
take a
it
step
did.
back.
Soren, I'm going to need you to make a fright check +5. Whoo! Oh, wait, no. That's fine. You're okay.
Going to take weight.
Okay, what is the trigger condition?
A creature comes within range attacking him.
Okay. It has to, so it needs to be in range and needs to be attacking him?
Yes,
Okay.
So if it attacks somebody beside you, you don't have to attack?
correct.
All right. So can
All
Queen
right.
can Queen take a step and take a weight for an action, or is it you have to take weight and do nothing else?
You have to take the weight.
Okay. So Queen's
So
gonna
the weight could include a step and attack, right?
yeah. So Queen is going to take a weight, and whichever one of those critters gets within 2 hexes of her, she's going to take a step and attack.
Gotcha.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
do-
need
do I need
also
to make
you do
the-
fright check +5.
She's fine.
You're fine. All right. Enfys will need to make the fright check +5. Then he
Okay.
can- and presuming he makes it, he can do whatever the heck he wants to.
One moment.
I am moderately amused that one of these demons just died in one round. That's actually a fail by 1, unless he has, what is that thing called? Rule of 14 or something like that. I don't think he does. All right, so you need to roll on the fright check table at +1, unless he doesn't have luck, does he?
I think, isn't the rule of 14, you can't, you can have a will against fright checks up to 14, but not higher.
No, it's like a skill cap penalty. It's if you roll a 14 or 14 or above, it fails.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm thinking of the rule of 15, which is a perk, which lets you increase that to 14.
So then I just failed it by 1.
Yes. Well, no, technically you failed it by 1. But I think when you make the fright check in this case, does he get the +1?
I don't think it actually says that, but I think we played it that way.
Is it? And so so make a fright check at -1. So that'll reduce the likelihood of being super terrible, horrible, unless you roll like that. Hey, sweet.
Exactly.
That just means so you've got a new mental quirk, and I don't see why you can't still act, because it doesn't say you can't act.
Okay.
So you'll need to make I'm going to add on yours. New mental quirk.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to cast glue.
There it is. Now I'm going to hate you. I'm going to hate
I'm
you
going
a
to
lot.
cast glue. I'm going to do something additional with that.
Uh-oh. Am I going to
Set
hate
it
you
on
even
fire.
more?
Oh, no. Hang on.
Am I going to have to go, I hate you so much, and start having bad guys cast glue at you? None of the other PCs, just you.
Okay, so, let's see here. I guess I will do glue for Lesser Demon 12 or 20. Yes, they're so inconveniently spread out.
Myself, how that works. Glue. Abilities.
Oh, right. That was an area thing.
Okay, so if that's a, what would that be? 1, 2, I guess we could make it a 3-yard area.
Yeah, that'd be 3.
So base cost is 3, so that would be 9. Although my skill level is 15, so make it 8, I believe.
Okay. Oh, wow. You're going to get 2 of them.
I don't know why that did that.
All right. So glue. So that's rooted feet, and rooted feet is resisted by strength. Okay. So luckily for me, these guys are pretty strong. Let's see if that's going to matter. Number 20 rolled success by 1. So that's going to be versus your success by 1. So I think that's success for him. He's not glued or not rooted feet. 12 rolls success by 7, so he's fine. Okay, so subject's feet are glued in place. He may try another resistance roll at -5 every turn. You can see original spell to break free. While these, that's brutal. What? Oh, really?
Yep.
Ouch. Okay, so so glue. So it makes the surface trapping anyone free to act until he moves more than 1 yard, at which point he becomes stuck again if he's still in the glue. Okay, so that'll be interesting because Lesser Demon 20 has to move 2 hexes through the glue. So he's going to have to make 2 tests, I think. And the other one, I believe I had 12 pouncing on a screaming civilian. So once he's finished eating him, and we see the mouths, those things have some pretty dang big mouths. All right, so you threw the glue out.
This is a rule which you may want to take into effect or into account. I'll just post it into chat.
Point of order.
Yep.
How many civilians did that catch?
Oh, probably a handful. Let's see. What are we posting? And what? Oh man, it's 9 o'clock. Dang it.
Well, we got a late start.
Yeah. It affects everyone in the area. You may choose to affect only a part of the area instead of the whole circle. The cost is still the same. Area effect with holes in it. Oh yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool. So that's definitely something for him to think about in the future, where he just drops it around the PCs, and it's like, as long as you stay where you're at, you're okay. All right, so he dropped the glue. It grabbed, there's at least 2 of the demons that are in the area. There's probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 civilians that may have been caught in it, but they're fine for now. Okay, so as you can sort of, we've got the kaiju sized demon over there. It's like it's still smashing at this like invisible barrier, and then it sort of starts recoiling, and it seems like it's taking fire from the ground. Not necessarily recoil like, oh, I'm about to fall down, but it's just like, ow, what the hell's that? This guy I need to make, I believe, hold on, I have to make, a check to see if he cares. That is a 9. So he's like looking around like, what the hell was this? He's not finishing his meal, and he's gonna turn. Is he smart enough? Is he smart enough to realize where that came from? Holy crap, they are smart. Ooh, spellcaster.
My weight should trigger.
Your weight does
So
trigger, as I am. Ooh, just.
Did he have to make a? Oh, you just
Yeah,
did.
I just did. Yeah, your weight will trigger, and she's gonna have to make the glue too.
It'll be fine. All right, so she's going to step in and take a swing.
He could have
Give me a
left a
sec.
notch there.
I was not ready.
Well, you had all this time.
I know.
By 9.
All right, just a
Damn.
general swing.
That is fail by 1 because you're smaller than I am.
Yep. Probably won't do much damage to these guys, but
I don't know. You do pretty good damage normally.
all right, so 9 cutting.
Ow! Didn't like that at all. So he is actually gonna alter. Because dwarf. You're also needing to make a strength check. And
Okay.
I am going to be stuck in that hex with her as he goes rawr and tries to bite her.
Okay.
Do you roll when you
by
enter, or do you
2
roll when
or
you try to leave?
Success by 1 on the strength.
Let me double check. It's using the rooted feet. You may try.
Successful block.
Nope, that's not that. It is. He moves until he moves a yard from his position, at which point he becomes stuck again if he's still in the glue area. So I guess it's after you move. So he is stuck, but you managed to block me.
Yep.
Boo. Let's see. This guy is going to do a thing, maybe. And I'm going to do it this way to see if Soren is having a bad day. Nope, Soren. Oh, that is poor. Yes. So Soren's weight is going to trigger as this thing lunges toward him because it's determined you look like a PC.
And PCs taste better.
No, I don't think I will. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn. That was very lucky for you that you moved to just right outside of his threat range. Man, I didn't realize these guys are so gimped with their reach. Okay, so he gets to step and successful, and then gotta go deeper. And wow, this is gonna be a mixed up marshmallow mess. Damn, I was hoping he was gonna fail there too, because that would have been really funny if 2 of them were stuck in the same hex as Coppertongue. He comes over. I think this is gonna be classified as a side hex for you, because of where he started, as he goes slash and may have successfully struck you.
Okay. So I did make the strength check, so she should be able to move, right?
Yep.
Okay. So she is going to. Can I do a retreating parry? I think.
Yeah, it only gets you +1 though.
Well, unfortunately, her dodge is really bad right now.
Well, either parry or dodge, you still get your DB.
Yeah, that is true. All right, so
Oh yeah,
That is the right side, yeah.
that would put your dodge to 9, and if you retreat, that would push that up to 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if you wanted to throw in any feverish.
yeah, I may do that. So I'll do the. Give me a sec. Okay, so she's going to retreat, feverish, dodge to get away from this guy, and success by 4.
Easy peasy. This guy just got shot at by Kristoff, so he's going to come over there and try to eat Kristoff. Kristoff looks tasty. All right.
Does he, though?
Dang it.
He's about
I
to get an
just
arrow
screwed
jammed in
that
his throat.
up. So Soren did not actually need, I don't think, did not actually need to make the defense because that's a move and attack. And that's brutal. Okay, so it springs forward to attack you because it wants to slash you with one of its arms, and I have failed to connect because of that damn move and attack. And that wasn't quite as smart a move as I thought it was. Just realizing where Jorg is.
Yeah, well, actually, I was going to bring that up because he did cross through my
You didn't have
my
another weight.
area.
You didn't have another weight.
No, this was that thing that I brought up a long time ago, and I told you I was going to drop that on you at some point, and you have never told me no. So this would be the closing the gap thing. I believe the deal is, okay, it's a quick contest of Dex versus the my weapon skill in his case, if he wants to cross through where I'm swinging.
Okay. Just attacked. If standing armed fighter just attacked or parried with weapon, the weapon is still free. Draw an imaginary line from the center of the hex.
Yeah,
for a
that
quick
one's
contest
specifically
of
for, for attacks that thrusting attacks, but this one it's swinging wide.
7. Okay, so you would make your check, and I got a success by 6.
I got a success by 6.
Okay,
Which
so I may defend on. Okay, so I think that just means I managed to avoid getting hit by you and continued forward and missed
winter tie
Kristoff.
goes unhindered.
Yeah,
Unhindered.
and so he went unhindered to miss Kristoff.
Okay, fair enough. All right, now which actual hex did he come at him from? Because you're on a corner there.
That I think.
So he came from that one,
Probably, yeah.
which means I'm in a rear hex.
Yeah, but he's in the same hex as Kristoff. So he just needs you to miss and accidentally hit Kristoff.
Well, that
would be
is
awesome.
sometimes.
You should do that. That'd be awesome. Kristoff won't mind.
I'd rather not. Okay. I'm gonna guess based on the image that vitals is probably not identifiable.
Yeah, you have no idea where their vitals are.
So I'm just gonna go with this thrust and hope.
If you want to attack at the
get-
mouth, that's going to be a lot easier than it normally would be.
Well, I'm coming from behind though.
Yes. Okay. Look at the picture. You might still be able to hit
Okay.
the mouth.
I'll take it. Okay, so I'll call that a telegraphed thrust to the mouth. I'll just take the -5 and we'll call that good.
Oh, I had
Or would it
actually
be
thought,
-5?
what the hell is a mouth attack?
Well, mouth is different. Jaw is -6, but that's a lot bigger than that. That might just be a -3.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Your call.
That's fine.
I'll take the
I
3
just
then.
don't know.
All right.
I just don't know what a jaw attack does.
See, so
That is
that
to the
and
face.
fire.
Does the jaw even do it? Ooh, critical hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Does the jaw even do anything?
Yeah, an actual
Apparently
jaw
not.
hit is -1 to the knockdown roll.
Okay.
Right. Crit. Do I even have that? I don't have
Critical
that
hit
set in this.
table. Really? Wow.
Well, I don't have it on my quick bar.
Why not?
How often do I actually use that?
Doesn't matter.
Well, okay, sure. It could end up being a small hit anyway, so I'll take that. Here we go. It's not a small hit.
Okay, so where's my calculator? That's impaling. So that is that. Does that still do ×2 to the damage?
Okay, so it's ×2 normally. Since I was targeting something there, I don't know if that's going to get me any extra.
Okay, so so I need to it's treated as a major wound, so I need to do that, but it has high pain threshold. So oh crap, these things, damn, this thing's gonna be really tough to drop down like that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you, because it's like, dang. This is, yeah, right. All right, so it reels back as you took out a good chunk of its teeth on that side, and it didn't like that at all.
Well, I'm not here to be loved.
And I got one on top of me, right?
Yeah, but I just stabbed it real good.
What would Legolas do?
He'd pull an arrow and stab it in the eye.
Yep, that.
Oh, okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, don't even try that.
No, that's exactly what he wants to try.
So fast
Fast draw.
the arrow. Then what the heck is it to use a stab an arrow?
I've
Nice
seen
dagger.
that before.
Well, it's an improvised weapon, I would think.
Okay, well, let me do one thing at a time while you figure that out. Let's see.
I think it's knife -2.
Fast draw arrow. My God.
So that
I'm gonna
means.
Nope, I'm using my thing.
Oh yeah, you don't want to spill all of those arrows onto the ground. And damn it, stop rolling ones on that.
Yeah. All right, success by 6. So I got a fast draw and arrow.
Okay, so we're guessing it's knife -2. What is the eye? -9. I don't remember what the eye is.
Well,
Something
maybe
crazy.
not the eye. Okay, I'm not going for the eye. It's
He's
too
gonna
much.
stab the tongue.
Well, it's got a really big open mouth and it's trying to eat you, so you could stab it in the throat from the inside, you know.
What is targeted against the throat normally?
Well, the throat's -5.
Okay.
Neck.
So
I mean, I'm not
simply looking at the size of that mouth. If he's like trying to stab it into the throat, so to speak, you can go -3, I guess. So that'd be like total -5 to stab it in the throat. Then you can potentially telegraph, although he's got a pretty good dodge.
So I need a crit to hit.
It could happen.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know what
not
his
gonna
knife
work.
skill is. I don't know what his knife skill. Does he have knife?
He's just gonna run.
Okay.
After all that.
You're
But he
cool, but
does
you're
have
not
an-
that cool.
He has an arrow in
Nope.
his hand. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not wounded. -8. Yeah. So let's go 1.
Nope, you're just, I think, down to -1.
I guess like moving backwards is like ×2 or whatever.
Yeah,
Half
you can
speed.
get there. Easy peasy.
Okay. Then he's got an arrow and he moved. That's
All
what
right.
he did.
Cool. Soren, uh-oh. Looks like you're almost surrounded again. This is starting to feel familiar.
Yeah, he's going WTF. He's going to have a go at one of the things. Number 15.
That stands
And
to reason.
he'll do a -1 deceptive,
Look at you.
which will succeed.
Actually, you can probably remove the cheap because you took that sword from the barracks and it wasn't cheap quality. It failed to dodge, and you failed to do any damage to it.
And
Well,
then
Maybe
I shall
step.
step that way.
Okay. All right. All right. Can I attack that one that just shifted forward? Like attack one of them
Yeah,
that's
'cause
there?
there's 2 of them, and they're in the way. So, and you don't care if you hit either one of them.
Well, I'd like to hit the one that I hit before, which I think was 12. Yeah, it was
yeah.
12.
12. Yeah, so they're both in the same hex. So yeah, you can target him.
Okay. So I'm
And
going to.
he is, hold on, he is actually rooted because he failed his last one. So where does that, what was that again? Rooted feat. Skill with any weapon except a range is at -2 and his dodge score is cut in half. Woo! That sucks lots.
Okay. Yeah, and I can't make heads or tails out of the body parts on these guys, so she's just gonna swing. Okay, success by 3.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
wondered
that sucks.
how that works for striking into a close combat if you don't care if you hit either one of them.
All right. Well, he, because of that that glue spell, he failed to dodge that.
So 8 cutting.
All right. So that's going to be that much cutting. Okay, that puts. Ooh, man. So that puts his dodge at 2.5 now.
And she will, as a free action, Enfys move.
Okay, so Enfys will indeed move. Now, is he prone? Is he standing? What's he?
No, he was basically sitting in like a in a cart. You can just move normally.
Okay, so I will move normally.
You'll run away normally.
Yeah, Enfys is in no condition to cast any more spells.
Yes, let's not blow your head off.
Right. So the really big demon thing, based off of where you're at, you can't quite make out a lot of the locations, but you will hear a terrific crash as sounds like a bunch of guns that were fired off at the same time, and the giant kaiju monsters like ow 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 ow, but it seems to be like mostly orienting in the direction of the like where the Schaffenfest was. 12. He is stuck, and if he fails, he's in the glue, and may try another at at -5. That's what I was wondering about. So, number 12 is trying very hard to get free of that stuff, but is very clearly very well stuck. Number 14, no, sorry, 15 is going to do a move and attack at Enfys, not Enfys, at Soren. Unfortunately, that's going to
Screw it. Attack Enfys.
that's going to reduce him down. I think that's minus that. It lunges forward and tries to slash at you and may actually successfully hit. Success by 2.
Am I? No, I'm not at half move dodge anymore.
Nope, you got healded.
I'm going to do a retreating dodge. Have we had an opportunity to recover any fatigues?
Yeah, probably.
10 minutes or more?
Yeah, I suspect that's the case.
Right,
You didn't
I'll
get healed.
do a little bit of extra effort.
He just
a
wants
little.
to give you a hug. Didn't even need it.
Yeah, but I don't consent to him giving me a hug.
That makes him sad.
He's a sad
This guy was not trapped and is going to step and try to eat her upper tongue. All right, I'm at -1. I need to remember that.
Delicious
Can I
dwarf.
do it? Delicious, delicious dwarf. And may succeed by 6.
Ooh, I'm gonna lick that.
Oh,
You're gonna lick that.
No.
I keep forgetting.
Okay, success by 7.
Or chew on the edge of this shield.
Nom 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 nom. This guy just got smacked by you, as I seem to remember, or nearly hit. Yeah, you stabbed me in the back.
I stabbed him right good.
He didn't like that, so he is going to charge over there and try to eat you.
It was not meant to be enjoyable.
Woo! Look at that, by 4. I was surprised at that. I
I shall
needed to
parry.
roll 1 less, and that would have been a crit.
I shall parry your claws with my sword and take a step back when I do it, just in case. Defense. Retreat 1. And parry. I shall elect to cut off his hand.
Let's see, do I get a dodge or anything for that?
I was trying to remember. I don't think so.
It's fine. It's just an ugly demon. He's got hands. He can
Damn,
use the other
that
hands.
was a good roll.
That was a good roll by 9. Jeez. Would that not have been capped at 9?
No.
Okay, so
Assuming that was all kosher.
that. So how much do you need to actually do to take off hand?
Hand is a third? Or is it a quarter?
That is not going to be. Oh, that is. Wow, that is really close, but it is not quite enough. That is really. That's really funny. So after all of the stuff, you did like 4.5 damage to the hand, and to do that to cripple it is 4.6666666666.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you're
that
like,
figures.
oh wow, super close. Oh well. Fortunately for him, it's your turn again.
I'll just have to hit him again. I am going to do a double. So withdraw and swack. Let's see.
Need to show these other people how it's done.
First one. And these have to go to the torso. I forgot that. So
Wow,
that's definitely
what a
gonna
really
hit.
good roll. I dodged
he'll
your
dodge it.
really good roll.
The other one's less good, but still hits.
And I
You
failed
do
to
not dodge
that
the
roll.
second.
He zigged to the right, and he tried to zig to the left, and you went, nope, I saw that coming.
Now I'll smack you rightly.
Do more.
That could have been better.
Okay, so he is definitely hurting.
Okay. So he's gonna. Oh man, I guess I forgot about. I got to do all that reloading stuff.
Well, you have the arrow in hand.
Yep. Yeah, he's just gonna have to, because my skill's not quite high enough to do those fancy quick draw stuff, reliably.
Well,
anyways.
you know what you could do is you could do use the alternate roll we typically run with here and do the move and ready. So you could actually do a full move, get behind both of them, dex -2, and knock that arrow. So next time you're behind them both.
Yeah, well, regardless, he probably wants to at least make a move or a step because that thing is chasing after Soren, and otherwise it's going to be right there.
You'll let me move, and then with a -2, I can knock my arrow, basically.
Yeah, that's it's an old house rule. I think, geez, what was that? Banestorm, we introduced it way back when.
We started back then?
I think so. Who did we have that was the archer?
And
Did we
then
have
a
an archer? Yeah, it's Talon.
-2.
Not Talon.
Yeah, dex -2.
Oh, 13 -2, 11. So success by 3.
All right, so it
If
is
I rolled it.
knocked.
Then I still have to ready my bow.
No, so you already had the arrow out, so that's knocking it. So you're ready to fire next round.
Oh, right, because I did the quick draw.
Yep.
Knock. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Then I'm done.
And Soren's like, I hate this. I hate this.
Going to do a deceptive -1.
It's that guy.
That's a hit.
15.
So you have acrobatics?
He does.
It failed to defend.
Well,
Let's see if you can even get through my armor. Nope. Wow. He has to roll a 5 to do any damage against these guys. Ouch.
And he will say, Yog, could do with a little help.
busy.
All right, Queen is switching target to number 20. Okay, success by 4.
Woot.
Wow.
Success by
Rude.
5 to dodge that. I'm presuming, is she like moving? Okay. Or, somewhere.
Yeah, she's gonna take a step.
Enfys, he has none of his equipment, I take it.
You look around and you will definitely be able to see some of the panicked civilians. There's going to totally be one that has a crossbow and doesn't know what the hell to do with it.
Okay, well, what a stroke of good luck. I will snatch it out of their hand, and I will aim at Lesser Demon 12.
All righty. So, the Greater Demon's massive hand, it just starts reaching down and like swiping. You can actually see it hitting into the river and stuff like that. And there's like a whole bunch of the boats are trying to flee, but it still seems to be taking some fire from those from somebody. Let's see, can he break it? Holy cow! Look at that, critical success. He has broken free, but that's all he can do this round. So I think he's probably gonna be able to make a step. Rah! But that's all he did. This guy is really irritated at this guy. He's very, very frustrated because he keeps making him do moving attacks. And look at that critical failure. He scrambles forward, and that is an unarmed critical miss because it's hands. So let's see what happens. All right. So it takes a really wild swing and is super off balance. This guy is going to take a step into Copper Tongue's hexes and try to eat her because she looks so tasty. Let's see if he can do anything. 6, 4, 3. Success by 2.
Wow.
Failed. But he just wants to have lunch. Let's see. Move of. Okay, so that sucks. Grr, arg. Oh wow, look at that. I countered with a critical success on you.
Reroll it.
You have luck. Oh, nice. That's when you do it. Okay, so that's gonna be 2. I'm just gonna roll that. Damn it. I typed the wrong area. I'm gonna roll it twice. This is at super penalties. So he's gonna miss.
Wow.
I had completely forgotten that you had picked that up. So nice time.
Okay. Backpedaling, Yeah, I want to keep him coming this direction. Okay, and let's see. I think I want to try to put some stank on this one. I will go with a deceptive 1. Yes. And I am going to do mighty blows, but we'll get to that in a second. So swing torso, which is not going to make it. And I just used my luck. Fuck you. You've only delayed the inevitable.
All right,
Yeah.
Christoph.
I wish I knew how much like corruption I had from my D6 rolls.
Don't you?
You have the most in the group, if that's any surprise.
D6 at a time, baby. Well, let's see.
Dang it, it wasn't.
I can fire now, huh?
Yep, you can fire.
So many targets.
Yeah, the other ones are just too close to. Well, maybe I'll try to help Queen Copper Tongue.
Well, the
Yeah,
one
you
that
can see 12 has
closer.
been hurt.
Yeah, 12 is hurt, and I've got a better line of sight, so I could take a step.
the one
right
that
here.
Soren is fighting has its back to you.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Oh, right, Soren. Yeah, sorry. I was totally looking at zoned in on the one that Copper Tongue is fighting.
Yeah, that was basically the only one that can't defend.
But I'm at a side hex on number 12, right?
Yeah, and he's kind of messed up. That's gonna be
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
So 3 yards. So it's -1. Let me find my range tab again. All right, so -1, and what else? That's it, right?
Yep. What
The
kind
modifiers?
of arrow is that?
I've got my broadhead. My
What does that do?
the impaling. Would I be able to do like some sort of vitals roll? Do I know?
It's really hard to tell where the vitals are on these guys. I mean, just look at them. They're like, yeah, I don't know.
Just attack the body and hopefully you roll a 1.
Well, can I attack where I think the vitals might be? If I was to say, if this was like a huge bird or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know where the vitals are on these. They don't look right.
Okay, GM does not want me to try. Got it. All right.
I mean, you can still shoot at the like you said. Margin crit. Damn. All right. So I can't attempt to dodge, which would have been funny anyway because
That
I would
works
have
out.
been rolling. I would have been. I want to see. That is what I would have been rolling. because of the side hex.
No.
A 3. Okay, so roll your on the critical hit thing.
For what? Oh, critical hit.
You got a margin crit. Okay, so that's that.
Well,
You can still roll you just shot the torso, right? Yeah, you can still roll on the chest. So regular. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
well, at least there's that.
So that's impaling, which means it's doubled. That's that much damage. That's 12. All right. So, like the other one that Jorg cut in half, it just sort of dissolves.
Poofs. Cool. Maybe they're just getting sent back to their plane of existence or something
That's
like that.
basically what's happening.
Probably.
Once they die, they just revert,
All right, so
return to chaos.
I'm just gonna roll something here.
Sorry, I did not.
Are you-
I did not intend it to go this long. Sorry, guys and gal.
Hey, we're killing stuff. That was the runaway roll. You just moved out of close combat.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to evade
Why would I have to evade?
because you're going through him.
No, I went to the side.
You can't do that.
Can I
So
step
the
back?
deal is, yeah, I mean you can step back and then you'd have to go around,
Okay, well, I'll do that.
which you've got enough move. You can make that work.
Can I step like that?
Not straight there. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. No, that one's legal. It's these three. If you're going in either of those directions out of the close combat hex, those you have to evade to.
Man, what a chicken.
All right. Copper Tongue is going to fight. Success by 3.
All right, let's see if I can dodge that. Looks like I was successful at dodging that. Mine, yeah, even with any minuses.
Yep. And take a step.
Grr, arg. Infis, go ahead and roll a universe reaction roll for me. I'm going
Okay.
to see if it's like good, then this thing was already loaded. Neutral, you'll have to spend a round, basically readying it, but then you'll be able to shoot next round.
Okay. I'll step and ready.
Stepping ready. You will note the giant hand seems to be like coming closer into your general direction. It's not, an immediate threat, but it is what the hell as you see like it smashes through a couple buildings. You see it sends debris flying in your general direction. That little bastard ran away from me. What's my move? I hope it's like
Sucker's
7.
fast.
Damn it. Scrambles over there and it's like, ah, it's going to try. This one's going to jump over here and try to eat her. Because, he's heard that dwarfs taste good. And is wildly unsuccessful with that swing. All right. This guy is going to do the same. Except he doesn't have a penalty of -1 because you're not short.
Well, there's that.
And is possibly successful at 7.
Wow.
By 7. Good roll.
Didn't realize I had a 16. Okay.
Well,
Barry?
they've been having to, do moving attacks, and that
True.
that drops them down, caps at 9. So that's dropping them by 7.
All right, falling back. Retreat 1. Barry with the sword coming up. Good, Barry. I will cut off his hand. And I will hit his hand. And I will do quite a bit of damage to his hand.
That hand comes off, and it staggers back and just sort of dissolves.
Piff!
It stinks horribly as it dissolves, but it still dissolves. It's going back to chaos and going, man, I'd have had him too.
Almost had him. Well, tell you what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can make it.
Yep.
Here
Here
I think I'm
comes
just
here
gonna run up
comes
behind
number
this guy and
15.
stab him. Yep. Let's go with heroic
That's going to be
charge.
the rear hex, so I'm not going to be able to do jack.
Tempted to go all out.
Do it.
I am gonna go all out.
No, it's not a rear hex. It's a side.
Okay, which
Where
way is
he
it
was
actually
at?
facing?
Rear is along that way.
Yeah, okay.
I was
that's a side.
looking at.
Stand
Ooh,
correct.
Okay.
All right. Same move.
So hey, I may be able to
Not all.
dodge.
Okay. Let's see. Right. Fatigue. Yes, I am going to do that. Yes. Which means I won't be doing anything fancy. Torso stab, successful.
Look at that.
Ow.
That
Or
means
not.
you have to make a critical miss, doesn't it?
God damn it.
Cackle, 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 cackle.
Here we go again.
By 4. And I only had an 8. Wah, ha, 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 ha. I need to remind myself to thank
Here it goes. It's
Ronki
going to
for
break
the.
it again.
You managed to hit
What?
yourself in the arm or leg.
That makes no
here's,
sense. Oh, that was
luck?
impaling anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
but he
reroll.
just used it. I don't know what it
Seriously?
was. And it's because you were moving.
How?
I don't know. Was that actually an impaling strike? Yep, that was a thrust. You get a hit yourself result. Use that
I
result.
don't where's the half or full damage?
I don't know. That is interesting where it came from.
Maybe another, like a different result.
Oh, yours on the 6, it said you managed to hit yourself in the arm or leg, but inflict half damage.
That is not physically fucking possible.
You could think of it as maybe the sword slips in your hand.
The point is at the end, 2 yards away from me. I can't stab myself in the leg with it.
Then roll again.
That is a dumb result.
If your sword doesn't have a C component, then I'd say roll again. Or take
the GM, I guess.
Take the next result. So take a 6
Well,
or
I'll have to look that
a
up.
7.
GM's call.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have to look at the table and see what 7 is. You shouldn't have missed. Critical miss table.
7 is lose your balance.
So you're going to lose your balance. You do nothing else, not even a free action until your next turn. And all your active defenses are at -2 until then.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, Christoph, you just zapped one back to the Immaterium.
Yeah, not much to do, but fast draw another arrow or attempt to fast draw.
Cool.
And success by 4.
All right.
Knock. So fast
Indeed.
draw and knock. And that's, maybe I'll do a little shift here, a little sidestep.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak over here. Sure, you don't get in the way for Emphas because he might shoot you in the back. He doesn't know if
No.
you're real or not.
Oh, no, he's got line of sight. Good.
All right, Soren.
Going to step there, do a -1 deceptive.
As you notice, Jorg over there wobbling.
So that will succeed.
And no, it won't. I succeeded by 1, even with the -1. Ha ha ha.
All right. Success by 6. Quit dodging. And he dodges.
Makes a
Big step back.
sound.
Okay. Enfys will step and aim.
All right. Okay, so the giant hand actually does come sweeping into the area, really close to you guys. I mean, it hits like in this area. It actually does seem to look like it was, because the thing is sort of wading into the thicker part of the city, closer to the dock. You're not sure, but it seems to be like looking right at Christoph. All right, this guy. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see. This thing is actually smart enough to try to avoid getting stabbed completely in the back. Is that the right angle? I don't think that's the right angle.
Nope.
Okay, so it is going to take a swing at Soren and try to eat him. It absolutely does not want, Bjorg to have a free attack in its back. Wait a minute.
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't
Can't do
realize
that.
I'm juggling
1.
my sword right now.
Crap. I forgot these guys are gimped for the range things. So it was facing in that direction. Damn it. Okay, so it's gotta step into close with Soren. Unfortunately, that's gonna jack him up. Grr, arg. And then I roll a success by 0 on that attack. I'm not accustomed to having things that have 16s, so
Soren will attempt a retreating defense. Do these things seem really strong?
let's see. So none of the PCs have actually been hit, but you did see one of them take a couple of the civilians down by itself. So they do seem relatively strong.
No, I'm not going to risk it. Just doing a retreating dodge
Fail.
with extra.
Fail. Man,
Didn't need the extra. Doesn't matter.
so sad. Number 20 is, back and forth with Copperton. One of you guys is going to fail. It's probably going to be him. Yep, fail by 1 to attack. He can't seem to hit you, but he seems to be okay with his dodges. So I think you recover this round.
I will do nothing this round.
Right.
I will juggle my weapon and say, "Come to meet my Reaper."
Good times.
No, you can do nothing until your next turn. This is your next turn.
This is my next turn.
Yeah, until your next turn, so you can still attack.
I think that may be the letter of the law, but not the spirit.
Well, considering it's really late, I will allow it this time. So maybe you can finish the kill the demons, because they're like, this is one of those where it's like, I can't really just say they're gonna stop attacking because they're demons. They're not gonna.
That is oddly worded now that you mention it.
Yeah. So I think you could, Jorg, you could just take a step and attack. Sorry, Christoph.
Well, just for the sake of getting it going, then I guess I will just do that. Take a swing and barely but hit. Okay, he can't defend. Damn it, I should have done more. Well, fuck it. I'm doing the strong then. Or words. The thing.
All that attack strong.
Mighty blows.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh,
Well, that's a good time to roll, Max.
That is. Oh. Okay. So you step up there, you take that swing, and you bisect him. And he explodes in a terrible stench that's going to, get into Soren's clothes. He's going to have to burn those clothes. But it looked cool.
all right. I can't remember last time, but I did. Did I ready my arrow, right? But I didn't ready
Yes.
my bow.
No, I think you did. I think you were
fast
ready.
draw?
Yeah,
It's
he made the
getting kind
fast
of late
draw.
for me.
Yeah, sorry.
So I readied my. So I have to, I guess, ready
So
the
if
bow.
you did your fast draw last time and you knocked it,
Then I have to ready
then
the
you
bow
should
and
be
I
ready
can
to
shoot
fire.
next round. No, I
Yes,
have to
that's
ready my
right,
bow,
'cause
don't I?
it's normally three rounds, so he's right. Yeah, that
Who's
is
right?
correct. You can shoot it. You are. You'll be able to shoot next round.
Next round. Okay. All right, that's it.
Oh man, it got in your mouth, Soren. Ew, Soren.
Soren's just moving.
is he moving toward the danger? Jeez, that guy's fast.
What is the penalty for shooting into occupied? Never mind. It's not going to matter because she's going to take a swing and then step right, and I need to try to defend, which I've been doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
See?
And continues to do okay.
This would have been a perfectly good time to fail that.
Yep, take a step.
I think you
I'm
may
a
get
tank.
pincushion now.
All right.
And
So Enfys
Enfys.
had aimed.
yes, Enfys will shoot. Oh, 5 yards. What's that? Minus two.
I think it
So
is.
5 is 1, isn't it?
I'm checking. Range 5 is minus
Oh,
2.
you don't have it turned on.
-2. Okay.
Minus 2.
Right.
You act. What's the act on your crossbow? +1.
+4.
Wow. Okay. And then if you all out, that'll give you an additional +1. So that'd be
Right.
what? Total +3.
Yeah.
And it's not like I can defend. Unfortunately, it may not actually penetrate the DR. That'd be about right.
It is a
wouldn't it?
crossbow.
All right. You shot him in the back.
Bah, ha, ha.
Well, it kind of sticks in the armor, I guess.
it sort of sticks in its back, but it doesn't seem to have gone deeper. That's awesome. All right, so the hand comes even closer, and it sweeps down, and it's just about to get Kristoff when the Father Sigewalt is going to like sort of body shove Kristoff out of the way. So move Kristoff 1 hex in a direction. Yep, that's fine. But in the process, the hand that was coming down there to sweep grabs the priest and just like draws him back. So that seems bad. Grr, arg. He's like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, and he realizes, oh, I'm the only one left. That means I'm twice as awesome because the inverse ninja rule kicks in. And success by 2 to attack.
As long as he keeps making those defenses.
So defend yourself there, Copper Tongue, or don't. He's totally cool with not. Yep, they've just said they have had a Reynald fight going on there, Daniel.
I know,
So
right?
it's like dung dong dung dong dung dong.
Her shield is going to be full of demon teeth.
Oh wow! Do you even have to move from where you're at?
Well,
she is.
technically,
It is
no.
in the same hex as her. So I don't know. I don't remember what that. If there's like a penalty for that.
So that's not a side hex. So there's that, but he is in reach. I will do a thrust. It is -2 for attacking into close combat, which I don't have a thing for. So I'm just going to borrow one. Thrust attack, as is. Off you go.
Okay,
Good hit.
So do I have a penalty for being smushed up in the same hex as somebody else?
I don't think so.
Doesn't matter. I failed by 3 on a dodge, and Mel's like,
Okay.
of course you did.
Then I will stab you. Hard. Okay. Not that hard.
That doesn't even get through its DR. That's really sad.
I was totally gonna put some fatigue on that. No, it'll be fine.
This is like the last one standing, huh?
That is, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He will not die.
He's actually
Are you-
injured too.
Is he in? Are you in close combat with him?
Yes.
Copper Tongue?
Yep.
I'll back
So
up when I'm
minus-
done. But
-4 for ranged attacks.
You could do a wait. Wait for her to step back.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So make sure you step back.
oh yeah, that's been my
Go back
what I've been doing.
there, and his weight will be like she steps back, and then he steps forward and shoots.
Yeah, as soon as I
Okay.
see, so that'll be my trigger. Yeah,
All right.
and he's gonna do an all-out attack. I don't know if that matters. Well, maybe
It
not.
might
He'll
the
attack.
next time if the demon tries to reach for you again, or maybe it's just drawn to your ring.
Oh God.
Going to do telegraphed move and attack.
Okay, are
Actually,
you
no.
burning the fatigue for the heroic charge?
I will not, because I want to burn the fatigue for the mighty blow.
So that's going to cap your attack at 9.
-2
Yep.
for attacking in close combat.
And you would hit.
Wow.
I think once you do the math, I think that's going to be
That'll be
a hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly.
Really lucky. Exactly. So you need to set it up, and then when Copper Tongue takes a step back as it's wobbling, Kristoff can shoot it in the spine or something. Yep, that's rear hex. I cannot defend, and ooh, good that. That's it. That's actually 2 points of damage.
Actually,
So that's going to be 3 points, I guess. What's that, Daniel?
It actually hurt him this time.
Yep.
Since I'm doing a move and attack, I'll then also step back because
Okay.
I'm super fast.
So she steps back, and as she is attacking at the same time, Kristoff is stepping forward and taking his shot. So I'm going to try to defend against hers, and let's see what happens there. That's actually a fail. So Kristoff, go ahead and make your shot at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna hurt.
I went ahead and rolled damage for, and you can total them up.
Yep.
Well, I guess I gotta shoot. Hold on, mess that up. I was ready to go. Oh yeah, no, that's true. +1 for all-out attack. Sorry, it's late. My brain's not working.
Yeah, sorry. It's my fault. bad scheduling on my part.
Don't crit fail.
Message for you, sir. Roll
Success
your
by 10.
damage.
Good God.
And
I think
then
that's...
No.
Is that... Okay, so
Still has to be 6 or less.
that's terrible for me. Because...
oh, what the heck? Sorry, I rolled a bunch of times. I
Nope,
think.
it's
Or no.
fine. I was rolling for the potential dodge, since I think that's technically a side hex. Doesn't matter. It would have failed anyway. That's 8 points impaling. So that's going to be 6 points impaling total. Plus that. So let's see here. That's going to be kind of entertaining. So at the same time, Copper Tongue hits it, and Christoph's arrow drills into it, and those two like sort of connect as this thing
tink
just
in the middle.
disintegrates. As this thing just sort of disintegrates between the three attacks that are almost simultaneous. All right, so the fight is officially over. You will see the demon thing, the greater demon thing, is still pulling up the poor father. You've got all of these people in this immediate area. The civilians are screaming and, "Oh my God! Oh, terrible!" But the father looks like he's like planning on trying to go down like a badass, as he's like shouting for Sigmar to unleash some whoop ass on the dude. Although it's
tell the apprentice to smash the amulet.
that would have been really funny. But it's like the greater demon's clearly planning on dragging him into his maw and just eating him. And you can sort of see the Sigmarian priest's hand. He's like raising it up in the air, and you just see this comet sort of come down and smack the greater demon. It's like it sends it tumbling backwards into the river. It's not dead, but it's very badly injured, and that means you guys are easily going to be able to make good your sort of escape from the town. But that does not necessarily mean you are completely free and clear. So I am presuming the objective is like get out of town, figure out what to do next after that.
I think that
does sound like objective.
Yeah, so that is not going to be just your objective. That's going to be a lot of people's objective. So when you get to the gate, you've got a steady stream of people shoving and pushing. You're probably going to have some corpses here, people who have they slipped and fell, and people went, "Nope, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep on pushing." And there's a steady stream of people that are just fleeing Bögenhafen as you can hear the kaiju demon sort of standing back up, and it sounds really, really irritated, even more irritated than before. But you will successfully manage to get out of Bögenhafen, as something evil is within it now. And you look back and you'll be able to see the monster, just sort of like or the demon as it's like silhouetted against the stars with Morslib looking down, and it's roaring, but that tear in the immaterium is still there, and it does in fact look like more and more little demons are like spilling out and fanning out through the city or through the town.
Never really liked that place anyway.
Exactly. Good riddance.
And with that,
Family there.
we're going to fade to black. Cue the music, roll the credits, and that will be the season finale. If you are watching or listening to this and you have comments, questions, complaints, or general heckling, feel free to leave a comment here or find us at Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels, or don't. I am not your dad. Anyway, thank you for watching this longer than normal session, for which I do apologize. Olympus out.
See ya.
Bye.